problem. Kevin became cancer-free.
checking account is set up is that I have a trust fund, and I have a savings account. All white, all white, all white. Good birthday.
Ready. Turn the key.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowing.
this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping and shit. I like that.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. I'm doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving. Put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
Late night crew! What the fuck is going on, man? The fuck is up with these missed frames, bro? This shit's pissing me off. I hope we all goody in the hoodie. My internet connection is not fucking acknowledging me right now. Nope. I'll be back.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Oh, to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to cast. You can see all the healing if the pain's in the past. Move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing,
Late night crew. That feels a little better. What the fuck was that about? What the fuck that was about? But we got that fixed. No, devil.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
I don't go for the foolishness. We already demonetized. Ain't that enough, nigga? Damn. It's all right, nigga. Anything else you would like to try? I'm ready for the shits this evening. Say what's up to your boy. Jerry, Lennox, Blair, Blessing, Soul Man, the motherfucking goat in the building.
What's wrong with Angela?
Awake, Susan, Cara, Mariah, Kendra, Chiefs, Samoy, Rhonda, Pills, Clee, John, Sparky. Don't play with my yo-yo. What's happening? Latasha, Steven, Kathy. What's up, Kathy? Great to see everybody in the building. What's up, Carla? William. And to all of my black people, in case you forgot.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
In case you forgot. Bobby, what's happening? 11,000? What the fuck, bro? We hit 11,000? God is amazing. Can't take none of this shit for granted, bro. One day you monetize, next day you ain't. You know what I mean? Swamp Talk, what's happening? Hush, what up? Tag, what's happening? Annie, what up? I feel good. Man, them steak tacos were so good, I just ate 2 more before I went on the air. My wife fucked them tacos up. Do you hear me? You know what? You know what? Until further notice, I guess I'm gonna do this. I mean, it makes sense, right? Shay, what are you talking about? Bitch, don't see this is where the show starts going left when you get to asking motherfucking questions. And to people that got a problem with my intro, I promise you this is the last time I'm gonna say something about it. And this is the only thing I'm gonna say. There is a motherfucking timer on the screen. Are we all on the same page? Good. Glad. I just wanted to make sure we had that all clarified. So I'm about to start slapping the shit out of people. Literally a timer on the screen. You come, oh, Shay, go be here until it hit. And just in case you didn't know, I'm not coming until it hits 0. 0. And I'll even give you another one. I may come a couple of seconds after 0 because I'm waiting for the break in the beat. Damn, do I gotta be that specific? Shizzle. And guess what? My intro getting ready to be longer on a daily basis because I'm doing this every motherfucking stream. At least one of these every stream. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Tactical nuke incoming!
One, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby, I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats while they making up facts.
Nah, Diddy, bring that shit back, nigga. You get it. Hey, just wrap this to the judge. You getting out, nigga. Come on, Diddy. Bar these niggas out, Diddy.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby, I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, you making up flat.
Grand closing. Yo, the sun don't shine forever, Diddy. So as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never. What happened to business before pleasure? P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right. No matter what, we airtight. So when you hear a song, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming my music keeps you moving. Yeah, that was Diddy. Barring niggas out, nigga. Come on, Diddy. Diddy, they be acting like you low-key can't rap. And you low-key can't rap. Nah, fuck this. I'm asshole mode tonight. I'm mad in the motherfucker, man, but I'm not. I talked to YouTube. YouTube told me to give him a couple of days. I'm still coming to Dalton. I know y'all probably thought I was just saying it yesterday because I was mad. I don't really say shit like that out of anger. I'm not coming to Dalton mad. I'm coming to Dalton to spread cheer and joy. Joy. Diddy. They didn't know you could sing too, did they? They didn't know you could sing, Diddy. Now, if it's a female judge, Diddy, this is how you gonna get out of jail.
You know, there's a lot of jealous guys in this town and many other towns I go to. But I'm afraid right now, I'm so hurt, I'm gonna need 112 and Puff to help me explain how I feel. So come on, fellas, help me out. Your girl, or would it still be a problem with the entire Harlem world? At first you were saying that she was your ex, but you was ready to kill me when you found out we had sex. When I came and told you the deal, you wouldn't admit how you feel. Now you know your girl love me. Why can't you just let it be? Just let it be.
All right, Mace, your verse was all right. Puffy, show this nigga how to sing for real. That was weak.
Check this out. Girl, I really hope you find a new lover. Cause Mace can't take no more of you fucking him and his brother. And girl, what make you think you could do what you do? And think that we'll be standing here fighting over you. Come on. When I came and told him the deal, he wouldn't admit how he feels. Now he know his girl love me. Why can't he just let it be? I go by the name of Puff Daddy, and I'm a Scorpio, and I'm not a jealous guy. Come on, sing for me, Mace. There are jealous guys in a town. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are jealous guys in a town. There's some jealous guys in our town. There are jealous guys, yeah, in a town. of town. That's right. You see, if we had more pimps, it wouldn't be no jealous guys. See me, I live by the 4 pimp rules. Number 1, you control the situation. You get in their head before you get in their bed. And number 2, girls run like buses. You may miss one, catch another one every hour on the hour, promptly. And number 3, what that girl ain't willing to do, you got 100 more girls more than willing. And number 4 is a new rule to the New Pimp Testament. You can't be a player and hate the players. That don't make no sense. I don't want to see no more jealous guys at the end of this song, y'all. I really don't want to see no more jealous guys after this song, y'all. So can y'all sing along with me? I mean, put your hands together. Sing along, y'all. Sing along, everybody. I just really want to come and let you know, girl, you just got to let them go. 'Cause the jealous guys, in our town, yeah. And it's gonna show. Discussion. To all the player haters and all the player haters. Mace, Harlowell, Puff Daddy, and 112. I'm telling you, to be a lover.
Do you know how many motherfucking ecstasy pills it took to make that motherfucking hit, nigga? Do you know how many X pills it took? Mace, tell the truth, Mace. I know it is what it is now. Nigga, how many motherfucking X pills did y'all niggas take before y'all recorded that, nigga? Ain't no way y'all niggas wasn't touching on each other, nigga. Oh, that was a hit. Kent, that's a certified hit. Kent, we not gonna do that. That's a certified hit. You ain't never heard of... Have you ever heard a motherfucker sing a song like that? The answer is no. You ain't never heard a motherfucker sing a song like that, nigga. Them niggas was rolling hard in the motherfucker, nigga. Y'all got to leave them E-ways alone, my nigga. Oh, Lord. And that's post-engineering. I want to hear that shit raw. I want to hear that motherfucker a cappella. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to hear that bitch a cappella. Nigga, there's jealous guys in our town, nigga. It's one of the greatest songs Puff Daddy has ever made. This is why he in the Hall of Fame. Can your favorite artist do that? Again, the answer is no. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Yeah, my favorite artist can sing as well. My favorite artist can sing as well. Diddy, you going to prison, nigga, and I'm gonna have fun playing all your hits. I'm the only nigga who know all your songs. Remember that, Diddy. Everybody know you little All About the Bench. I know all of your music, nigga. Ain't nobody ever heard that shit. That's off Mace's first album. It's the last song on Mace's first album. See, and I'm about to, no, you know what? I'm about to put Mace on blast. Cause I got a problem with Mace. Because Mace be trying to act like it's just Diddy that may have had a bunch of like illicit, weird, maybe even underage sex shit happen. I want you to listen to this song from Mace. And I want you to think about this song when you be hearing Mace on that podcast. That's why he really wasn't saying nothing outside of reparations on the way. Because I can't vouch for Mace. Listen to this song. Listen carefully. And I never say this. This is LNC history, what I'm about to say. I've never said this before playing the song. Make sure there's no kids around.
Tactical nuke incoming!
This nigga Mace wanna try to put this shit all on Puffy. Explain this song, Mace. Explain this song, Mace.
Yo, Cardan, come here. Let me school you to some shit.
Yo, what up, dog?
Remember that girl you said was 19, son?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
She was not 19.
Word? She is. She
nigga,
19.
I followed her to school. That's how I know, nigga. Yo, Cardan, come here.
Wait, what's going on?
Yo, what up, dog?
Wait, what's going on?
Remember that girl you said was 19, son?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
She was not 19.
Word? She is. She
nigga,
19.
I followed her to school. That's how I know. Nigga, I followed her to school. You know.
Dog,
I don't be into that.
Dog, she showed me some ID, B.
Niggas go to jail for that, so you not a regular nigga right now.
I know.
Her friend ain't wanna give me the pussy. You wanna know what that bitch said to me?
What happened?
Remember the first time you tried to take a girl virginity, and through the bullshit you lost your identity and lost your cool, cause you ain't know what to tell all your niggas at school. I had niggas making bets like, did he fuck her yet? Ask her, did he touch her bra? When I say nah, they say ah. So tomorrow I use that pressure to undress her, but the more I caress her, more I feel like a molester. So I wait for the dead deserve it, but every time I go to touch it, then she say I heard it. I can't even talk sex, and then she saying perverted, and then she say, Mace, why we can't wait? Well, I ain't worth it. It ain't that, but girl, you never say I go too fast. I'm speeding when I'm eating or blunt in your ass. I guess you like that, huh? Yes, you may. I talk about all the baddest bitches from Harlem to LA. Now anything that makes them blaze, gotta get away. See, girl, work is working, baby. When I'm working, I get paid. For overnight stays, that's gonna cost you. Breakfast on trays, no need for shower curtains. We bathed in Kim-A's. I live the Willie life, cause that's the style that I portray. We pop Cristal like my niggas got a raise. See, nowadays, man, you got to know these bitches' age, cause the ass be real fat when they be going through that phase. You fuck a girl that's young and you gon' end up in a cage, cause I'm only tryna hear that you never knew her age. And naughty is the only way that bad boy plays. Fuck them hoes, had them girls recovering for days. A nigga like me, I have a girl head in a daze, and I never eat pussy cause I'm too stubborn in my ways. Come on.
from my head to my feet. To make a long story short, girl, I need me a freak. She can be fat, black, light skin, type slim. Matter of fact, short and even got the like man. It can be fat, black, light skin, type slim. Matter of fact, short and even got the like man. As long as when she grab my meat, she take it down real deep till her body feel weak. Then I'm falling asleep. See, I ain't talking about these prima donna bitches you need. I need a girl that if I ask her handle me and my peeps, get down dirty and lick ice down my butt cheeks. Then she wiggle, then I giggle, then she feel my nuts see. Now if she give my dick a kiss, probably give her good a kiss. Then I hit it from the back, then I yell, who shit is this? Then I go so hard that she need a gut stitch. If she make my nuts itch, I kill that slut bitch. If she make my nuts itch, I kill that slut bitch. If she make my nuts itch, I kill that slut bitch. I done been around the world and never met a girl that's so thorough that could suck a dick until my toes curl.
So Mace, before you start talking shit about Diddy, you gonna have to explain that song, nigga. When you came back to the Lord, did you, bro? You got to explain that, nigga. Get down dirty and lick ice down my butt cheeks. I'll go so hard that she need her guts fixed. If she make my nuts itch, I'll kill that slut bitch. I've been all around the world. I never met a bitch that's so thorough that can suck a dick into my toes curl. If you fuck a girl that's young, you gonna end up in the cage because her mom ain't trying to hear that you never knew her age. So before everybody start getting behind Mace and shit, nigga, you was there with Diddy recording music like this. See, I know all of y'all shit. I don't know just the singles, nigga. I've been DJing since I was fucking 18, nigga. I know all these 17 actually. I know all y'all shit. So you might have some skeletons in your closet. That was a very disturbing song. You talked about how you followed a bitch to her school to find out that she wasn't even old enough to be fucking. Then you talk about how one girl's a virgin, you trying to take her virginity, but all she'll let you do is fuck her in the ass. So, again, I call balls and strikes. I call balls and strikes. So now, remember, we didn't see too many people can call themselves Diddy's right-hand man, but Mace is one of them. Mace is one of them. Am I lying? How many people do you remember really seeing around Diddy all the time? Biggie, Mace, who else? Farnsworth, Bentley, but that was in a clear, like, assistant role. So that's 3. All these people Diddy fuck with. Nobody ever got as high as Biggie and Mace. And Mace, let's keep it a buck. Mace didn't fall out with Diddy because all the degenerate shit Diddy did. He fell out with Diddy because Diddy had his publishing. He didn't say, I'm leaving Bad Boy and becoming a preacher because Diddy fucking all these fucking kids. Mace, you co-host one of the hottest podcasts in the game right now. You didn't see nothing? You was recording songs like this with Diddy, but you didn't see nothing? Diddy had to sign off on that song. Diddy was like, that's a hit, nigga. That shit did go hard, though. That beat was crazy. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I noticed that Mace didn't really say shit. That nigga was just like, reparations on the way. I'm like, nah, nigga, get into it, nigga. We can't even think of another artist that was seen more. Since you, artist-wise, there has been no artist that has even remotely sat next to Diddy like Mace. Ever. Ever. Very hypnotic. That's why a lot of people, when that song was so hot, that was like one of the hottest, like, B-sides, if you will, when that shit came out. And then you really listen to the lyrics, like, man, that's some of the most fucked up shit. None of this sounds like a dream scenario for me. See, that's why y'all gotta start fucking with cougar bitches, nigga. You ain't gotta worry if that bitch is 19. Yes, she's shopping in Forever 21, but she ain't 19. So, these niggas in trouble, bro. Diddy, I'm gonna really come back to you, but I gotta hit this shit because I want to talk about this township meeting and I want to talk about this interview with Trustee Norwood. Diddy, as of right now, I have not heard anything about Diddy being arrested. Biggie was about to leave, bro. This might be it, bro. If I was to put a percentage on it, I'm going with 99%. This is a wrap. Okay, think about how many times in history you've seen feds, Homeland Security and shit rush in on anybody, rich, famous, anybody. And then last time we saw this, it ended with Jeffrey Epstein killing himself. Allegedly. Last time we saw this type of hoopla over a nigga, it was Epstein, and the cops the guards fell asleep, and bye-bye. It's about to be, I think it's going to be other people getting locked up first. I think it's already niggas telling, and I think they about to start locking up niggas and telling on them. So I guess I'll go ahead and play this footage of Diddy responding. Diddy, what kind of response you got?
Tactical nuke incoming!
I remember I told everybody when I first became supervisor here that the previous administration and some of them sitting in the crowd was stealing. Did they want to write that story? No, they did not. Because white is right. Y'all wanted to keep that on hush, but nobody would say nothing. But I did. But nobody in the media would say anything. And I hope you're recording this, Lance and John, and put it in your paper. Because I'm still telling that story. So now that I created a Tiffany on the Move podcast to tell my story, since don't nobody want to pick it up, and I'm being attacked by the media left or right, I am telling y'all my story. And truth will be heard on the podcast because no one wants the truth to come out of what they did before me. But while I took office, when I took office, we done a great job. We have got allocated over $15 million, but nobody wrote about that, right? Nobody else went and got that more money than me in the board here. We got $1 million to help the at-risk youth. We put them all back to work. We also gave out 80 scholarships up to $2,500. People have graduated and got jobs and will be working here at the township when they get out of school. But no one's telling you all the good things we do. Everybody want to make it like we're bad when they were bad. They were the one that had it before me and did nothing with it. Why was the number so low? Why wasn't they feeding people in the food pantry, but they were spending the money out of the food pantry, but wasn't feeding the people, right? But these all the facts and things that I'm gonna put out there just to lay the groundwork so people can know what to look for. Do not follow people because they so negative, because misery need company. That's what they need. So don't hang with people that ain't actually growing the community. Go talk to people that want to uplift the black and brown communities, the ones that's neglected.
Hey, Diddy, you wild than a motherfucker. This Diddy, that's really your defense? Shit, it might as well be Diddy, bro. Did you know that there was a white man sitting next to you? Why are you up there picking fights with them white people? Do you want smoke with them? If you want smoke, nigga, just say. They ready. They want all the smoke. I know I want it. Hey, you might need to, you either got to start wearing your natural hair or you have to shave that shit down because that damn speed bump growing at the top of your shit, we got to do better than that. We have to do better than this. Where'd she grow up? Car, where'd she grow up? Tell me we know as we watch this one.
And as it relates to the referendum question, the thing that the gentleman spoke about, it's a shame that people are so brainwashed, hoodwinked, and led astray that they will sit here and say, oh, I'm glad we voted down. That's a shame. I feel bad for you. You should be ashamed that you are sitting here commending something that we need for our black and brown communities. When you guys come.
Dear Lord, I come to you right now. She's getting on my nerves, Jesus. I feel you, bro. In a moment like this, all you can do is pray. This nigga, he didn't even give a fuck how his tie was tied. The button ain't even button. He's over this bitch, bro. He low-key want to slap the shit out of her. I mean, this is unheard of, bro.
Come here to Thornton Township, you asked me to help you with mental illness. We still have that. I don't care what nobody told y'all.
We never said we didn't, you gaslighting bitch. We see you, so we know Thornton Township has it. Allegedly. Like, what the fuck? This nigga done fell asleep. And he falling asleep and you all in this nigga ear.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
And this nigga sleep. He's so numb to all of this shit now. She done said this shit 4, 5, 6, 700 times, nigga. Like, this shit don't even register with them niggas that be there, bro. Y'all niggas are just now hearing this shit. Nigga, this shit, he don't hear none of this shit, nigga. That nigga just sitting there nodding the fuck off, nigga. She going in, nigga. this nigga sleep, nigga.
Brainwash, hoodwink.
Look how hard he blinking his eyes, nigga. Look how, What? Fuck what she saying. Watch this nigga's eyes, nigga. He's done
And as
for
it
it,
relates to the
nigga.
referendum question, the thing that the gentleman
check
spoke
his
about,
phone, put his
it's a
phone
shame
up,
that people
watch
are
his
so
eyes, nigga.
brainwashed, hoodwinked,
God, I'm
and
so
led astray
fucking-
that they will sit here and
so
say, "Oh,
tired.
I'm glad we voted down." That's a shame. I feel bad for you.
Shit,
You should be ashamed that
I'm
you are
dozing.
sitting here commending something that we need for our black and brown communities. When you guys come here to Thornton Township.
They so tired of you, bitch. They so tired of you, nigga. She's saying the most racist shit in the world, and this white man just he don't even give a shit at this point, nigga. It ain't even worth him getting mad, bro. You ain't getting no respect, nigga. Like, they over you, bitch. He knows that he know that every time that she say something, he probably gonna be on TV because he's sitting next to her. It's over, nigga. He can't, nigga, this bitch be droning on, nigga. She get on my fucking nerves.
You asked me to help you with mental illness. We still have that. I don't care what nobody told you.
Right.
It still exists
I
here
got
at
it.
Thornton
I'ma stay
Township.
awake.
Just because certain people that weren't
awake.
doing their
I'm
job
awake.
or that were just sitting here, what they call ghost payroll, don't
I mean,
work
this
here no
nigga's
longer.
blinking like
That's not-
50. Look how hard this nigga's blinking like every second.
I mean, we do not offer those services to Thornton Township residents. We do.
He low-key sleep with his eyes open, nigga. This nigga sitting there asleep, nigga. This bitch, I can't even hear what this bitch saying because I'm too enamored with seeing if this nigga gonna fall out of his fucking chair.
Example, case and stuff. We had an incident with Calumet City, the Chargers, the football team. They went to a game. A whole shooting happened right in front of our kids' eyes. Guess who they called? It wasn't the mayor. It wasn't any of the mayors, for that matter, that signed that letter saying don't vote for mental illness. They called who? Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. And
who is they? So you telling me they didn't call 911, they just called you? Got it.
Guess what I did? I pulled up, showed up, and showed out. I made sure.
What does pulling up, showing up, and showing out mean? Because words mean things. What does it mean when you pull up, and show out? Does that mean you fucking? Because that's generally what I'll be looking for. You know, you can just pull up, and show out, and leave.
Everybody got therapy. Every single kid to this day still get therapy. But y'all don't talk about this stuff. Y'all let people just tell y'all, feed y'all stuff, and let y'all go and just run with it. Stop. I'm tired of my people being misled and getting up there acting a fool and got no facts on what you're talking about. So I wish people would actually come and learn it for themselves of what's going on at the township and not let people feed you poison so that you attack the people that's really for you. I am really for my community. They mad because they can't stop me. They mad because they can't compete with me. That's why they did the smear campaign. But don't worry, because every dog out their day. But
this is what I keep telling everybody.
I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to let you know all the people behind all the mess and all the people that have been stealing at this township since day one. But they mad because they not here no longer. So this is what it's all about, guys.
You really going at a dead nigga, bro. That's all-time low. You going after the dead? She going after the fucking dead, bro. How fucking lame.
They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. You know what I mean?
What was that?
This township since day one, but they mad because they not here no longer. So this is what it's all about, guys. They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. You know what I mean?
The only people I've ever seen you show utter respect to is white people. Yeah, she's talking about white people, but she's talking to somebody black. Like, she won't say this to Dane Placco. Her lawyer is white. You quick to pause the meeting to be like, let me talk to my white man and see what he tell me to say. White man, what should I say? Well, I told you don't say anything, you black bitch. I'm sorry, daddy. You sitting up there talking like you ain't never had no white dick. There ain't never been no white penis to enter you, ever.
Not the cap.
You know how I know this to be true?
From the streets did she emerge, and to the street she will return.
She belongs to the streets.
Allegedly. You ain't never had a white zaddy? You ain't never had a white zaddy. Do you have a white zaddy right now? Because you be having a whole lot of energy for black people, but I be noticing white zaddy get a pass. Do you have a white zaddy? I am waiting for a ruling, bitch. Because you real hard on the phone today.
Sound real hard on the phone, nephew.
This township since day one, but they megs, they not here no longer. So this is what it's all about, guys. They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. You know, if you ain't seen that yet.
And then you gonna call somebody white racist if they stand up and go, that's not true. I voted for Obama. Can't win. you can't win. Man, sit your racist ass down, nigga. Just because you voted for Obama don't mean you fuck with niggas. Shut your racist ass up. Sit down.
And someone so young. Everybody gotta understand, God give you what you can handle. That's what God give you. He ain't gonna give you more than that. As long as you can stay the course, fight the fight, and keep going.
But what does the devil give you? I know what God gives you, but what does the devil give you?
That's what we're gonna do here at Thornton Township. And we've been doing a doggone good job.
And y'all been doing a doggone good job. Okay. Let's get a full look of, let's see what the Lansing Journal said, because, they were there and they were thoroughly called out by this bitch. So let's check it out, Supervisor Henyard. You got your supervisor hat on right now. Now, when I look at this picture, would I smash? Absolutely. I know unflattering pictures when I see them. She is still smashable. She's still ranked at the bottom of all the Dalton women. And she definitely don't look good. She don't look better than that white chick that be over here. Or was that? Yeah, that white chick is over here. The one with the pretty eyes. I can't think of her name. Speaking of pretty, I got a pretty big announcement. I guess, what is the like set? Hit the like button, bro. Hit the PayPal Cash App if you feel so inclined to help keep the channel alive during the time of demonetization. The likes is at what? 115? Come on, bro. Hit that like button. Steph, what's Steph's last name? I know her last name as soon as you say it. Stephanie what? Because she had all the receipts. Wiedemann. Thank you. There it is. Stephanie Wiedemann. Yeah, you don't look better than Stephanie Wiedemann. Wiedemann look better than you. But that's irrelevant on whether or not I would smash Tiffany Henyard. So now that we got, fellas understand what I'm saying. Girls might not get it. Fellas get it. But let me go ahead and do the announcement.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Shout out to Stephanie Wiedemann. LNC has secured an interview. Somebody is coming to LNC this weekend. Dr. Cloud is coming to LNC this weekend. This shall be fun. Dr. Cloud is on the way to LNC this weekend. Hey, Tiffany. It didn't work. It makes me work harder. You should have made it so I couldn't come to work. See, you made it so I could come to work for free. That's where you fucked up. I worked double today. God, great, ain't he? God is great, ain't he? Dr. Cloud's gonna shut this motherfucker down. You understand that, right? You do know out of like all the people, the top 2 people to probably talk to right now, with no disrespect to anybody, but where you can get the raw, is Dr. Cloud and Trustee Steve. Those about the only 2 you're gonna get the real. You're gonna get the real. But here's the thing that might fuck you up, though, Tiffany. And Tiffany, I'm just talking to you. I don't know if you had anything to do with it or not. I'm just talking to you because I want to, bitch. Understand that I could possibly have my monetization back before that interview. So what do you think is going to happen? The price of the brick just went up again. See, here's the thing I've learned. The Lord told me, hey, the least you care about making money, the more you'll make. I know that shit sound crazy. It's like a Chinese riddle. Except I'm a nigga. Which is another Chinese riddle in itself. So I ain't never... I just felt... The reason why I want to make sure I reiterate that several times throughout these next couple days is because y'all thought that was a way to make me quit, was to fuck with my pockets. You can't fuck with my pockets. If God has a plan for me to have some money today, I'll have it. There's nothing you can do about it. All this shit, you can do some temporary shit, but God lets it be temporary because it's a bigger plan in play, nigga. Mustard seed faith. You should look it up. You should look that shit up. I could have just sat on the game all day and moped and nobody would have said nothing to me. Everybody would you understand that? From my wife down to my 11,000th subscriber, nobody would have said a damn thing to me either. Besides, yeah, I feel you, bro. I understand. If I'd have made a community post said, man, I can't even do it today, man. I ain't even fucking with it, man. I'm gonna just sit around and play the video game. Everybody just said, man, I understand. So I had nothing to lose. accept my dignity. I'm a winner, nigga. So y'all don't even understand. The only way you can defeat me is through silencing me. And silencing me is very hard to do. It's a hard thing to do. Welcome home, Chris. Appreciate it, Monarch. And shout out to all the people at Dalton who hit me up. Sir, I can't even believe that word about me has spread through somewhere. It's weird. It'd be weird to me if it's like my word, what I said spread through like the neighborhood. Like I don't be looking at myself like that. So for multiple people from multiple angles to hit me and check on me and make sure that, man, we good, bro. Me and the squad, we prepared for times like this. I won't let up. I won't let up. I got some more board meetings to watch when I get off work anyway. You know what I used to watch before I go to sleep every night? I used to watch The Twilight Zone. Every night. Now I'm watching Dalton board meetings before I go to sleep every night. Every night. About the same. Lansing Journal. Who wrote this? Tiffany Henyard on the brainwashed decision to vote against mental health referendum by Josh Bootsma. Shout out to Josh Bootsma. Shout out to the Lansing Journal. When I come up there, I want to interview one of y'all in person. Quote, the minute I took over, of course, I'm black, young, and female. Everybody wanted to attack. She hits everybody. She telling black people.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black.
Now, what if one of them white people said that to you, Tiffany? What if one of those white people said, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You're black. You call them racist. But you get to say that to other niggas, though. Alan, what up, kid? It was standing room only at the Thornton Township Board of Trustees special meeting Monday night as trustees heard comments from the public, approved the agenda for the upcoming annual town hall meeting, voted on a settlement agreement, and heard thoughts from Supervisor Tiffany Henyard on the recent mental health referendum and the previous administration. This nigga sitting over here like, yeah, they about to roast this bitch, nigga. This shit gonna be good. Yeah, baby, I told you if we get here early, we get good seats. Yeah, this shit gonna be fire. When that bitch bring our drinks, it's gonna be lit. He ready to go, nigga. He know it's about to be smoke. I appreciate that, Carla. That's the best thing anybody can do right now. I appreciate that. Why a special meeting? The regularly scheduled board meeting on Tuesday, March 26th was canceled and moved a day earlier to Monday, March 25th. A township deputy clerk told the Lansing Journal last week that the board was required to approve the agenda for the April 9 annual town hall meeting at least 15 days in advance. The regularly scheduled board meeting would have been only 14 days in advance, hence the reschedule to one day earlier. Public comment. The meeting began at 6:07 p.m. in the township's boardroom and was accessible to the public. Every seat in the room was occupied as the meeting began. South Holland resident Curtis Watts was the first to make a public comment. He criticized Supervisor Tiffany Henyard and praised voters' choice to again strike down a referendum that would have raised taxes to fund mental health services. Quote, the residents have spoken. And they've said they do not want your plan for a mental health facility, Madam Supervisor. Oh, in your face, bitch. The justice system burns, don't it? It was voted down last Tuesday, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. In your face, bitch. Told you, we spiking that shit. You don't get too many wins on Tiffany, especially since she's 25-0. Quote, myself and the residents would like to know what happened to the mental health facility that was at the Riverdale site. If you're really concerned with mental health, start with restaffing the mental health program the township already had. Hey, you out here getting bodied, bitch. Hey, nigga, you better chill out before your channel get demonetized, coincidentally. It'll be a coincidence. Oh, and it's your weak ass, man, Music Soul Child's brother got up here and barred your ass out? That's that bullshit. I can't wait till Tiffany challenges somebody to a fade. I can't wait. It's going to be a chick. She going to get up to the podium, and for her whole 3 minutes, she going to be tying up her hair, taking off earrings. She's still just going to be talking. Yep. And the last thing I want to say with my 3 minutes is, bitch, catch me outside. How about that? Don't go out the back door. Bitch, catch me outside. How about that? Boop, 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 boop. Time's up. Paul Roberts of Lansing also commented, saying he hopes the upcoming April 9th town hall meeting will provide an opportunity for the public to ask questions and get answers. Quote, I hope the upcoming annual meeting will allow the public to ask spontaneous, respectful, yet pointed questions, he said. Quote, I'm hopeful that the moderator may allow public policy questions such as, why are FOIA requests being blocked? Bitch, that's a federal crime. King! What up, Jake? Woke, what's happening? Chiefs, what's happening? This is a whole ass federal crime, bitch. Or if township credit card statements can be released without a court-ordered subpoena. That's why we need to talk to Wiedemann. Wiedemann got some credit cards, bro. Like those ones when we saw the shit from Sam's Club and all that shit, those came from Wiedemann, bro. But now I'm scared to hit Wiedemann because I don't want Tiffany to call me racist. See? Y'all see what done happened? He done called the white woman on to his show. And he should be shamed. He black. Sorry, Wiedemann, I can't hit you yet. I got to get her blessing first. What up, cuz? Yeah, that's why we don't have memberships, logos, none of that shit. We have Nathan, no super chats, no ads. That's the one positive. It's commercial free. The whole show is commercial free. If you see a commercial, let me know because I'm going to hit YouTube immediately. Be like, hey, nigga, what are y'all doing showing commercials on my shit? I'm demonetized. Don't show no commercials. Quote, I look forward to hearing supervisor and the board making good on their promise of transparency and openness.
Yeah!
Succeed, what's happening? Give us the truth at the public meeting April 9th instead of making us wait for another podcast. The final commenter was Keith Price, the director of the Thornton Township Food Pantry. He said former supervisor Frank Zuccarelli's administration did many of the same things the current administration is being criticized for. Quote, we sit here and we act like Zuccarelli didn't put pictures on hand sanitizers when COVID started. But these are things y'all complained about, Price said. Well, here's the problem, you fat fucker. Why am I calling him a fat fucker? Don't this fat ass nigga run the food pantry with her? Is this not the same nigga? I hope it's not. Nigga, I know you. I've been paying attention to shit, my nigga. You were at the $1 million giveaway. So mighty convenient, your fat ass hop up here and try to say something. You want to be dissing the dead too. So this was y'all whole strategy, was to come to the meeting and diss a dead man? Blame all this shit on a dead man? Or be like, I ain't getting the same chance this dead man got? This bitch wild in the motherfucker, bro. Nigga, you not slick. I know, I knew I recognized you, nigga. He's the nigga that was bragging about the boxes that got her name all over it. All my links are in the description, if anybody asks. I made sure to check everything, even the email, everything in the description. Nah, it's all good. You all good. I appreciate you good looking out for succeeding. It's all love. What are you doing, nigga? What are you doing here? And nobody in the crowd, you mean to tell me from Oklahoma, I recognize this shit? None of y'all niggas at that township meeting recognize this nigga? Quote, there's so much more to this than just somebody running around spending all types of money. Yeah, there's like attempted murders involved and all types of shit. There's a rape involved. There's sex crimes involved. There's possible shootings involved. She'll start telling her story, but it saddens me that nothing has changed in all these years since Malcolm X.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this. There's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Don't you think it's disrespectful to black women for you to invoke black men when talking about her? I mean, y'all like to invoke Martin Luther King and motherfucking Malcolm X. I'm just saying. I just want to put it out there. Again, all of this shit is to trick low IQ black people into thinking that she's some type of civil rights martyr. It saddens me that nothing has changed in all these years since Malcolm X talked about the ballot of the bullet. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Ain't nobody fucking with her because this is racism, nigga. This is it. The last bullet in the chamber. Racist. Should have known. Nothing has changed. We have black people attacking black people when what? We have black people attacking black people when they won't say a thing to a Caucasian when they are in the spot. Nigga, what's your track record of going at white people, nigga? I find it funny, a lot of you niggas that claim all this pro-black shit, when I check into y'all backgrounds, I notice that you niggas have never went at white people on shit. Y'all talk real loose to try to make it seem like y'all go with white people, then you find out that all your best friends are white. Cool in the gang, but it's weird that you try to play both sides of the fence. See, I'll call out a white person the same way I'll call out a black person. That's what makes me unique in myself. And it's what makes me respected by a lot of black people and a lot of white people. Because they know I'm not just saying it because they white. And they know I'm not just saying it because they black. Did you know that a 19-year-old black woman named Alexis Wilson got killed? How come that black shit don't matter for that? Or are you telling me, Mr. Price, are you telling me that your logic is that, yeah, Alexis Wilson got killed and all this shit shouldn't have probably been said by the mayor, right? But we can't say nothing to the mayor because we wouldn't say nothing to her if she was white. That's your logic? Or are you one of them racists that go, you can't ever call nobody black? And all of those people that say that shit is because they are going to give you some reason to call them out. And then they're going to expect you to not call them out because they're black. Wait, they did what?
Bit much.
Dalton trustees, what happened? If they was, why are y'all removing that as a comment? Why are y'all removing that? Like, why does it matter? Even if you disagree, why does it matter? You do know that causes more issue doing goofy shit like that, because now I just showed everybody you did it. So what's up with that? What's going on there? Tiffany, you got the page. Who all run that page? I need to find out who all runs that page. Laura, what's happening? Stu, what's up? Green Lion said, what's up? Y'all niggas is invoking Malcolm X. Bills and annual meeting agenda approval. As has become the norm, Trustee Chris Gonzalez was the sole dissenting vote when it came to approving the bills of the General Fund and General Assistance Fund. Trustee Jerry Jones was absent from the meeting. Uh-oh. Tiffany, what's going on there? You got somebody not showing up? Don't trip, Laura. God's plan. We'll figure it out. Well, trustees Carmen Carlisle and Darlene Gray Everett voted to approve. Quote, having just received them, no. What I tell y'all about giving me the bills last second? The answer is no. You want to try to give me the bills last second? The answer is no. So the meeting will be April 9th. Accusing Frank Zuccarelli, quote, white is right, and thoughts on the referendum vote. During the supervisor's report, Henyard critiqued the administration of Supervisor Frank Zuccarelli, who passed away in January of 2022. Quote, in the previous administration, a lot of times people didn't say anything as it related to what was going on here at the township. But the minute I took over, of course, I'm black, young, and female. Everybody wanted to attack, end quote, she said. Henyard also commented on Thornton Township residents' decisive vote against a mental health referendum that would have raised taxes to fund mental health services. Her comments on this topic are included below. Henyard also said the township's Big Bingo event was dope, adding that over 500 people came out for the event and won TVs, air fryers, washer and dryers, and other items. Henyard also praised the Women's History event on Sunday and critiqued the media for not attending. Because why would the media show up to a women's event you're going to when we know all that's going to be is a fucking propaganda session about you? Supervisor Henyard said a township talks and an Easter egg hunt event are upcoming. You're probably going to spend $38,000 on the Easter egg hunt. She gonna use real Fabergé eggs, nigga. They gonna get the bill for that Easter egg hunt. That motherfucking Easter egg hunt bill gonna be $4.8 million, nigga. Bitch, you use real Fabergé eggs? We had to. Oh, she will. Like, she ain't gonna order it. Like, she ain't gonna say, get me Fabergé eggs. She gonna say, go get me the most expensive eggs on the earth. Fabergé eggs, nigga. $17,000 per egg. And that ain't no rare one either. But her trifling ass is still gonna put plastic eggs out in the hunt. She's just gonna lie and say that they put the Fabergé eggs out in the hunt. Them Fabergé eggs ain't gonna never see the light. Them bitches are gonna be right up under her bed, nigga. Her nasty ass, she gonna be putting them motherfuckers right inside of her, shooting them hoes across the room. Foop, 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 foop. And this is all alleged. Lawsuit settlement. After 9 minutes in closed session, the board returned and voted to approve a settlement agreement for case number 2023 CH00450. Trustee Gonzalez voted against the settlement. After the meeting, Gonzalez told the Lansing Journal, quote, it was a no vote because it was a settlement for litigation that could have and should have been avoided. She's the dumbest, bro. No, Chiefs. She could probably say Fabergé egg. You asking the wrong question. No. No. You don't want her to say Fabergé egg. You want her to read Fabergé egg. That's when it gets fun. You don't want to hear her say it. You want to hear her read it. Trust me, there is a difference. Trust me, there's a difference. She may be able to kind of say Fabergé egg, but she ain't gonna be able to kind of read it. She'll be like, egg. And somebody put a typo as something with an F egg. She's so stupid, bro. She 40 and she don't wear glasses when she got a job that's heavy reading. It's hard to be like a congressman trustee. Bro, she can't read. I don't think she can see either. Concern, unprofessional, and no more money. Damn! Sum up Tiffany in 3 words. Concern, unprofessional, and no more money.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
Monday was Shayna Battle's first Thornton Township meeting. The Riverdale resident said her main concern is transparency. Quote, I just want to see and know what's going on. It's all things I've already heard before. I came here for some new information, but none of this was new for me. Randy and Beth, end quote, Randy and Beth Falcus are Dalton residents and often attend the Dalton board meetings. When the township meeting was moved to Monday instead of Tuesday, they were able to attend. Quote, I saw her for 8 years as a trustee. Her mannerism is very unprofessional, and for her to be elected mayor as well as supervisor just blows my mind. Quote, just spending our money that we work hard for. She doesn't guard it, Beth Falk said. A 30-year Dalton resident who declined to share her name said she was, quote, extremely happy, quote, that the mental health referendum was voted down. Quote, I don't want her to have any more money. No more money that she can mismanage. I don't trust her. Lying, bitch. Don't give that whole shit. With her fast ass. That sounded like what was coming next. Don't give her shit with her fast ass. She fucked up her rent money last month and wants somebody to try to help her out this time. The bitch gonna learn a lesson. Beth, what's happening? Tiffany, they not fucking with you. They not fucking with you. Let's hear her in her own glory one more time. Tiffany, you have some splaining to do.
I remember I told everybody when I first became supervisor here that the previous administration and some of them sitting in the crowd was stealing. Did they want to write that story? No, they did not. Because white is right. Y'all wanted to keep that on hush, but nobody would say nothing. But I did. But nobody in the media would say anything. And I hope you're recording this, Lance Journal, and put it in your paper. Because I'm still telling that story. So now that I created a Tiffany on the Move podcast to tell my story, since don't nobody want to pick it up, and I'm being attacked by the media left or right, I am telling y'all my story. And truth will be heard on the podcast because no one wants the truth to come out of what they did before me. But while I took office, when I took office, we done a great job. We have got allocated over $15 million, but nobody wrote about that, right? Nobody else went and got that more money than me in the board here. We got $1 million to help the at-risk youth. We put them all back to work. We also gave out 80 scholarships up to $2,500.
Shut your lying ass up, bitch.
And got jobs. And we'll be working here at the township when they get out of school. But no one's telling you all the good things we do. Everybody want to make it like we're bad when they were bad. They were the one that had it before me and did nothing with it. Why was the number so low? Why wasn't they feeding people in the food pantry, but they were spending the money out of the food pantry, but wasn't feeding the people, right? But these all the facts and things that I'm gonna put out there just to lay the groundwork so people can know what to look for. Do not follow people because they so negative, because misery need company. That's what they need. So don't hang with people that ain't actually growing the community. Go talk to people that want to uplift the black and brown communities, the ones that's neglected. And as it relates to the referendum question, the thing that the gentleman spoke about, it's a shame that people are so brainwashed, hoodwinked, and led astray that they will sit here and say, oh, I'm glad we voted down. That's a shame. I feel bad for you. You should be ashamed that you are sitting here commending something that we need for our black and brown communities. When you guys come here to Thornton Township, you asked me to help you with mental illness. We still have that. I don't care what nobody told y'all. It still exists here at Thornton Township.
They never said it didn't.
Just because certain people that weren't doing their job or that were just sitting here, what they call ghost payroll, don't work here no longer, does not mean we do not offer those services to Thornton Township residents. We do. Prime example, case and stuff. We had an incident with Calumet City, the Chargers, the football team. They went to a game. A whole shooting happened right in front of our kids' eyes. Guess who they called? It wasn't the mayor. It wasn't any of the mayors, for that matter, that signed that letter saying don't vote for mental illness. They called who? Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. And
Out the cap.
guess what I did? I pulled up, showed up, and showed out. I made sure
Out the cap.
everybody got therapy. Every single kid to this day still get therapy. But y'all don't talk about this stuff. Y'all let people just tell y'all, feed y'all stuff, and let y'all go and just run with it. Stop. I'm tired of my people being misled and getting up there acting a fool and got no facts on what you're talking about. So I wish people would actually come and learn it for themselves of what's going on at the township and not let people feed you poison so that you attack the people that's really for you. I am really for my community. They mad because they can't stop me. They mad because they can't compete with me. That's why they did the smear campaign. But don't worry, because every dog got their day. But I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to let you know all the people behind all the mess and all the people that have been stealing at this township since day one. But they mad because they not here no longer. So this is what it's all about, guys. They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. You ain't seen that yet. And someone so young. Everybody got to understand, God give you what you can handle. That's what God give you. He ain't going to give you more than that. As long as you can stay the course, fight the fight, and keep going, that's what we're going to do here at Thornton Township. And we've been doing a doggone good job.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Whenever a nigga talk that long without even taking a breath, I just want to put that out there. News ain't say nothing about your black ass today. News didn't say nothing about your black ass today. Hey, when is the mayor gonna play your new song? Bro, I just ain't never seen a politician whole strategy be like full gaslighting. Like, and race gaslighting and shit like that. Like, yo, there's this video I wanted to show y'all. Hold on while I'm thinking about it. No, that ain't it. Oh, this is it. Y'all do want to see this. This is Diddy related, but if I don't show it now, I'm going to forget again. Then I guess we watched this Trustee Norwood interview. This is footage of Diddy's house after the raid. So what's going on here? Okay, it's like random snacks, some shit. Clothes. This GIF might have been in somebody's booty. I cannot confirm nor deny that. Wait, does that say tampons? Why is there just peanut butter above tampons? That has to say something else. So, nigga, you was putting peanut butter in your ass in this seat? Yup, because you was spraying that spray after. Oh, my Lord. This look like some type of weed product.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
If there's one drop of peanut butter on that fucking bear, he got to do 50 years minimum without parole. 50 years per drop of peanut butter, no parole. I don't even want to know why this bear is in there, bro. Whatever you had in there, they got it. They got the safe open. A Father's Day picture. So this is confirmed a Diddy area. It was confirmed when I saw the peanut butter that was a Diddy area. Come on over here, y'all. Look at all this shit. Go back a little bit. Come on, Diddy. Nigga, for real? So all of that shit, you just wear it once and you just hoard it. Why don't you give this shit away? You know you never wear shit twice. And just so y'all know, this is all designer shit. This ain't like a regular person's closet. This is all top of the line designer shit. Uh-oh. 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 What's all in these jars, Puffy? It better just be vitamins, nigga. And like I said, it'd be one thing if he's the type of person where it's like, yeah, that's all designer, but you'll wear some shit more than once. He's not wearing an outfit more than once. So I don't understand him just like certain outfits, yeah, but every outfit, nigga, no. Yeah, lifestyle's the rich and hoarding. Fuck, look at all of this shit. Nigga, you just take a swig of NyQuil before you go to bed. Oh my Lord. Diddy dealing with demons. He got NyQuil up here. This nigga take a shot of NyQuil before going to bed every night, nigga. Another bear over in the corner, a bear on the bed. This better be a kid room. I think this might be one of the kids' rooms. I think we just changed to a kid's room. Okay, I feel better about the beds now. I was like, damn, Diddy, where all these bears and shit? Yeah, it's clearly one of the kids' rooms. Man, all this fucking shit, bro. You know what? Kiki got a point. We can't even confirm that there's NyQuil just because it said it on the bottle. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Look at all this shit. You can't even walk in there. I mean, granted, they dumped all that shit out. They was looking for everything, nigga. Look at how they just flipped all that shit out. Nah, I think a lot of that shit they flipped out. Let's go through that motherfucker again. Watch it one more time. Now this shit, they ain't really do too much in here. They just pulled out, look. They wasn't expecting much in here. Yeah, this is post-raid. But still, it was like, clothes-wise, I was like, that's just a lot of fucking clothes for you to just be having, nigga. The Power of Now, next to the Holy Bible. Diddy, that bro, Diddy, in order to really come back like you be trying to act like you be wanting to do, you have to repent, bro. You keep trying to figure out some shortcut way without having to repent. I'm trying to let you know that's not going to work. Where's the other one? This is crazy, bro. This is just a lot of shit to me. I want to see what his studio and shit look like after the fact. See you later, Beth. Hey, Google, what is the Power of Now about?
According to Wikipedia, The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment is a book by Eckhart Tolle. It presents itself as a discussion about how people interact with themselves and others. The concept of self-reflection and presence in the moment are presented along with simple exercises for the achievement of its principles.
So, Diddy, you didn't read that book seriously at all. You didn't read that or the Bible seriously at all. Who's going to prison first? Press 1 for Diddy, press 2 for Tiffany Henyard. Diddy, if I'd have asked this question about a month ago, it might have been like 50-50. Diddy, you have shot into the lead, sir. I guess we'll see what Trustee Norwood has to say. Diddy, you're done, bro. This is your fault, too. Because if you fuck a girl that's young, you gonna end up in a cage. Because her moms ain't trying to hear that you never knew her age. And naughty is the only way that bad boy play. Fuck them hoes, had them girls recovering for days. Yeah, Chiefs, allegedly. Allegedly. Trustee Norwood, you have the floor.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Greetings. This is Trustee Edward Steve, former Trustee Edward Steve, and we here to have another interview with Dolton trustees. And today we got our interview, or we're interviewing, is the youngest trustee, Trustee Brittany Norwood. Trustee Brittany.
Wait a damn minute. Hold on. Trustee Norwood, what do we got going on here?
Norwood, how you doing today, Trustee?
Hello, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I'm just great. And
You just great? Just great. I'm great. I'm glad you sat down with us. There's a lot of things going on in the village of Dalton, so we're gonna get right into it. Let's talk about you and your history. She always says that she grew here, y'all flew here. Talk about your growth in Dalton and your history in Dalton.
So I've actually been here in Dalton. I've lived here since I was 10.
Damn, you look the exact same.
So for the last 25 years, I've been a Dalton resident. My younger brothers, they were actually on the Dalton Riverdale baseball team. I graduated from Thornton Ridge High School, and my very first job was at Wendy's, right around the corner from my old house, right there on Sibley.
right, good stuff, good stuff. And talking about, also, how many children do you have?
I have a 17-year-old son.
17-year-old son, how's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. You know, teenagers, they could be a bit much.
Bit much. Also, talk about, what do you do for a living?
So I wear a few hats, right? I'm a realtor, so I've been a realtor for the
Yeah, I buy a house from Brittany.
last 8 years. I'm coming up on my 9th year anniversary.
Nah, man. That shit fly. She on her Diana Ross shit. That shit sexy. But it ain't sexy. Because this is, you know, they can't be really dressing sexy. They have to dress modest. You low-key can't even say they look good, even if they do. Politics is weird.
And I'm also an insurance agent, but that's new.
That's new. And for the record, she was my real estate agent when I bought my house for me and my family here in Dolton. She's the one that found the house for me. So yes. How many new families have you brought into Dolton who become homeowners over the last 8 years?
I like to say over 100 residents. I brought over 100 residents.
100 residents
to the village of Dalton.
Okay, that's good stuff. Good stuff. And so, how have you tried to use your real estate experience in your position as trustee?
So the ultimate goal was for me to be on the housing committee, because it only made sense since I'm familiar with real estate. But being on the housing committee, of course, it wasn't easy, is what I learned. The whole goal was to try to occupy some of these vacancies, because we're all residents here, and we know that over the last few years, we've had more vacancies than usual. So my goal was to connect us, the village of Dalton, with the land bank, so that we can have them assist us with restoring some of the homes or putting them back on the market so that we can sell them and occupy them and put them back on the tax roll.
Yeah. And what kind of derailed that?
The mayor. So her
wait a minute, what?
Was to bring a program, I want to say it was called like a block.
Yeah.
So her plan was to, and don't quote me because it's been a few years, but her plan was to sell the homes to residents for $5,000, sell it to home buyers for $5,000, to sell the homes to home buyers for $5,000, and to sell them to investors for $1. And she said the goal was to sell them to investors for $1 and then have them give us a piece of the proceeds. And what I told her is that I didn't think that was a good idea.
Yeah, why wouldn't we just give it to the homeowners? Oh my Lord. She's so stupid.
Because I've been in real estate long enough to know that if you sell it for $1 and then for whatever reason a person never puts the house on the market, or they sell it for relatively cheaper, then it's a possibility that the village wouldn't really benefit or really.
Right. I'd buy it for $1 and sell it well under value. Ranch, what's happening?
Wouldn't make any money, or probably wouldn't even go through with it properly being on the tax payroll. And that was my concern.
And I think, because I was on the board at that time, I think the hardest thing, as it always is with this administration, is never getting down to the details. They give you like the grandiosity, the sales pitch, and they sell it to the residents.
Right. They always hit you with the sales pitch. You sound good in the motherfucker. You be like, all right, cool, tell me more. Let's read the numbers. So show me the numbers you got. Call my phone.
Then you get to the details, it's always missing. So I remember that was a real tough, a lot of arguments around that. So I understand why we didn't go with the block by block program. Talk about your start in politics. Because people don't know, me and we interviewed Jason House and Kiana Belcher. They ran with Tiffany. Me and you came in with the former mayor. So when you ran, you were with the former mayor, and when I ran, I was with the former mayor.
I'm running as trustee on Mayor Rogers' slate this upcoming election, and I'm asking for your support on February 23rd.
Okay.
So we were never with the Dream Team or with Tiffany Henyard's ticket. We were on the opposite side, but I won, but you, on this last election, you won. What got you started in politics?
So the start was I lived maybe about 7 years ago. I lived in the Greenwood Fountains condos. And one night, my son, I was trying to go to bed. And my son, he started calling my name. He's like, Mom, someone is fighting. So I was like, okay, mind your business. Let me go back to sleep type of thing. And maybe for like the next 5 minutes, he's like, Mom, someone's fighting. So I went to the front door to open it to see what was taking place, because I realized it was serious at that time. And there was smoke everywhere. At that time, I realized that our condo complex was on fire. And we spent like the next hour trying to see how we were going to exit the complex unharmed. So we couldn't go down the stairs because smoke was everywhere. And the fire department came. They took us down on the ladder. And at that time, we met our former mayor, Rogers, and his media guy, I want to say Ashad Trish.
Yeah.
And he actually did my very first video for the village, just asking about the fire. And from there, I became involved because I realized how important community was and these services.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think you got involved with the Chamber of Commerce. You did a few things before you actually ran for office. Talk about that, what you did before you actually ran for office.
Yes, so for the last few years, I used to take my son to the meetings with me all the time, even though they used to be like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
I used to, try to teach him to learn the importance of community. So I would always attend the meetings. I would always volunteer my services for the former mayor. So he always had a lot of things for seniors and children. So I would volunteer for every event just to help out, see what I can do. We went on the bike ride, the cabin trips. So we kind of look forward to having some community fun. I used to do that. And then I was also on the Chamber of Commerce in Dalton. So we used to host events for the business owners to try to figure out how we can help them lower their taxes. So we used to do that for a few years with the Chamber. What else? Oh, and then besides that, I was just always around seeing how I can help.
Okay. So how did you feel when you won? Or what made you run for office?
One day I was driving down the expressway and I got a call from Mayor Rogers. And Mayor Rogers called and he said, hey, I'm about to rerun for mayor and I was wondering if you'd like to be on my ticket. And I was like, oh,
Clee, we in
yes,
here.
Of course. So from there, I took off running and I started the great race.
Yeah. That's the same thing happened. I was out of town. He called me and said, hey, Ed, you interested in running for trustee?
Nah, bro. I gotta be honest, bro. We gotta get to some pertinent stuff. This beginning's a little long for me.
They always tell me, well, if you don't
Called him, but he didn't think you won.
Okay, how you feeling? I said, well, win. He was like, you won.
Because it was a little awkward, because you won and when nobody else won.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's get her in office, nigga. Let's get her in office.
It was contentious, a lot. Separation of board members, if a group of trustees didn't like the mayor, and it just was real tense sometimes. So she sold it. We're gonna work together. And I was kind of we'll rally laws. I give you, the respect because you want to see it. We're gonna work together. So she had a meeting with everybody to talk about camaraderie. It wasn't about working. It wasn't about no village business. It was about us working together.
Yeah.
So me and Brittany came to the meeting because we were new to the whole group. Me and Brittany kind of excited and kind of like real, excited about meeting with everybody. And me and Brittany were like the only two people excited. Everybody else who's been around with the mayor were very standoffish and real quiet. And I said, I said, how is it that me and Brittany are super excited about working together, but everybody else is like, but they had already seen what we didn't see yet. Talk about that.
Yeah, so it's really funny when I look back. And I look back at how we all came together. Yeah. And like you said, you and I were very excited. We were like, yes, we're about to, make some new changes. We're the youngest on the board in terms of just the previous administrations. Yeah. This is our time to make a change for the village. Yeah. And we were just super excited. And we looked over at Trustee House and Trustee Belcher, and we were like, yes, we're about to do this, and you know, this mayor has these plans, guys, this is exciting. And they were kind of just looking like, okay.
Real dry. They were real
They
dry.
were real, and we couldn't really figure it out. And you did say it. You was like, why is it that you all ran with her and you all are not as excited as we are?
Yeah.
And they actually...
And it wasn't per se excitement, because I caught flack for, after Riley lost, I was like, okay, well, you're the new mayor. I didn't want to be hypocritical that I gave the previous mayor that I with certain votes and stuff like that, certain privileges that a mayor is due. I gave her the same option. I gave her the same, how can I say, the same respect in that position. And I caught flack, but I was just saying, it's time for us to try to work together. We're younger. We were all excited, but good Lord, that lasted for what, 2 meetings?
Yeah, 2 meetings.
2 meetings. The first 2 meetings, if you go back to our YouTube page, they were much more, it was, you know, count your votes before the meeting, or what do you think about this? Okay, we're gonna take that off. By our third meeting, it was...
I will be watching the third meeting tonight.
Everything ran down your folk, putting, what, 20-something things on the agenda, arguing you down if you don't, why you this, you can call me, call me.
Call my phone.
So that's what had happened with both of us, being that we were from the opposing team. Anything else you want to say about that time?
Well, yeah, because at that time, I think is when we started realizing that things weren't going as the mayor stated that they would in terms of how the process was going to work. Yeah. So they started adding things to the agenda, and we're like, okay, maybe they should discuss some of these items. It's like they just wanted us to vote on it. Yeah. And we're like, what about the conversation? What about asking us if we had items to add to the agenda? There wasn't a lot of inclusiveness. And that was our very first...
Exaltation. That's what it's called. What's happening, Christopher? Shout out to South Cackalack. We see you.
Sign that things were probably not going.
The next meeting in Dalton Village is next Monday. Board meeting next Monday. We will have it live right here.
Want to go as we originally planned.
Yeah. So fast forward, we go through every meeting is argument. Every meeting you're getting degraded, talked down to. Let's fast forward to like right now. After 3 years, almost 3 years, on 3:30.
Yeah.
What's your mindset? Because anybody watches us know how bad the board meetings are. We get last meeting was 2,200 people watching live. What's the mind? What do you?
And that's not including my live, which that shit was crazy. Like everybody's lives was jumping. And 2,200, I don't even think y'all had the most people.
Feeling before you go into that meeting? What are you feeling that Friday before that Monday going into the meeting?
Well, actually, things get a little anxiety, I would say, the Monday before the Monday of the meeting.
Monday before
typically about a week in advance, because I typically say to myself,
so now,
oh, next time, next week, this time, you just don't know what's going to happen.
You don't.
So the anxiety typically starts for me then. It's like, you never know what to expect. And that's where things get tricky. And then because of the disrespect and the way that the mayor and the administration talk to you.
Trustee, you ain't getting the flow no more. You repeat the same thing every time.
The women of Dalton, I'm gonna just put that out there.
Okay. You need to start repeating the same thing. Just for the record. I'm just letting you know.
You tell me like, yeah, we beat your ass, bitch. Yeah, we beat your ass, bitch. Yeah, we beat your ass, bitch. You ain't getting the flow, no. As a matter of fact, bitch, you ain't. This nigga don't look like Daffy Duck with his beak shot off. Nigga, you thought I forgot, nigga. You telling me right now that this nigga does not look like motherfucking Daffy Duck with his motherfucking beak shot off? That's what you telling me? This ain't the same nigga? It's duck season now. Shoot! Take this nigga off the smoker. This nigga been sitting on the smoke for 38 hours, nigga. Stan Brown, you still ain't told me, bro. Hey, come this meeting, Stan Brown. You better denounce that you was in that hotel room, my nigga.
The mayor and administration talk to you.
Trustee, you ain't getting the flow no more. You repeat the same thing every time.
Okay.
You need to
That's
start
for the
repeating the
record.
same
Just in
thing.
case.
Just for the record. I'm just letting
Just
you
in
know.
case.
We done with that.
The hardest part is being professional and staying calm and remembering what you're here to do. So my mom always say pray. She always tell me, pray before the meeting. Pray when you get to the meeting and, and ask God, talk to God and tell him to remind you.
You have to. Because I talk to God often. And do you know how hard it would be for me to let that bitch talk to me like that?
Why he put you in that seat so that you could remind the residents.
Yeah, that's why God didn't put me in that seat. I get it.
What you were here to do. And that helps a lot. So most time, all the time I pray. Sometimes I call the other trustees. I call the clerk and I'm like, come on, let's just pray with me. I call my mom. I'm like, you can never have enough prayer when it comes
Agreed.
to these meetings. But that's the feeling. It's just, it's like stepping into a different territory, unfamiliar territory where they can say or do anything.
And I think the hardest thing when she first got in, you didn't realize the level of how far she's willing to lie about everything.
That's a devastating that is a devastating statement to make about anybody, nigga. How far she's willing to lie about everything, nigga. Lying, bitch. How far this bitch is willing to lie about everything. Burgundy blue was happening. You just didn't realize how, bro, like I told y'all that. I was like, there's no way you knew she was lying. She would lie like this. Like, she ain't gonna pay the bills? Nah, come on, Burgundy blue. I'll learn you.
Residents, what you were here to do and remembering what you...
Just for the record, I'm just letting you know.
This ain't the same nigga? Burgundy, this ain't the same nigga? Okay, I was just making sure. As you were, former trustee Steve.
He put you in that seat so that you could remind the residents what you were here to do. And that helps a lot. So most time, all the time I pray. Sometimes I call the other trustees. I call the clerk and I'm like, come on, let's just pray with me. I call my mom. I'm like, you can never have enough prayer when it comes to these meetings. But that's the feeling. It's just, it's like stepping into a different territory, unfamiliar territory where they can say or do anything.
And I think the hardest thing when she first got in, you didn't realize the level of how far she's willing to lie about everything. About everything.
I hope nobody ever has to say that about me. You just had no idea how far she's willing to lie about everything.
The process of the bills, the process of how things get done, she'll just ram it down your throat and then will lie and say you do have it. Won't send over notes. She'll send sometimes she still sends the warrant list late. When she was a trustee, she demanded that you get the warrant list Thursday.
Why you just not sending us a package at 4:46? I got that today. So that's my other issue. So we didn't even have time to digest what it is you're stating here. But yeah, y'all throw it in front of us and get upset when we go against what you're saying, but we don't even know because we didn't read it. You just sent it to us. So why? We talked about all this. We supposed to get.
This is the type of flip-flop they had to deal with, bro. So, like, I ain't saying that the trustees, they are faultless, but nigga, this is the bait and switch. This is the most nightmare bait and switch ever.
Get better, but y'all study doing the same thing. Like, okay, trustees, we need y'all to vote on it now. Okay, we're gonna send it to y'all right before the board meeting. I know y'all didn't read it, but we need y'all to just vote yes. No, it don't work that way. Y'all supposed to give us stuff on Thursday so we can digest it, understand it, and come up with other options.
Succeeding, Tracy.
Ever have a question, I tell y'all all the time, ask us. But y'all get here and we make the people stay here for hours. For what?
We just got the warrant list today at 2 o'clock, 2:30.
Okay.
2:30.
I see it's not gonna go nowhere.
So,
what else?
Whoever's coming, I hope Sam Brown, you hopefully you get the warrant list before 2:30, the day of the day of voting.
Yeah, hit that like button for me.
Thursday next week. We got it today at 2:30.
Okay. Anything else, trustee?
We demonetized, right? So I need y'all to hit that like button more than I need you to hit the donation link. I'm so serious. I need the like more than I need the donation link in this time.
She's sending it Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll say, y'all do have it. Y'all do have everything. Why she's not sending it? How is it though? I know when I was up there, it was hard to hear the level of, you were like, this girl's gonna lie about everything. Everything. Nothing is the truth. It is, everything is an exaggeration.
There's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you.
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
Roland Martin, you stupid fat fuck, you greasy head bitch. You spent more time on that slick back than you did researching this bitch. But she was looking like a whole snack in that white though. But you're not a virgin, so then you lost points for that.
That's true.
And it's not saying that if you're not a virgin, you can't wear white, but when you a ho-ho, a total skeezer, you probably, you know what? Never mind.
Not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So she said in the interview that the foundation was not hers.
Nigga, you were in that interview. Why are you breaking this interview down like it's me talking about you doing the interview? You can't act like you weren't there, nigga. Wait, so she said, nigga, you was sitting right there when she said it. Oh my Lord, I want to slap the shit out of this nigga, bro. Jimmy, what's happening?
This is from a council meeting.
I'm doing, and I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. And what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services.
Talk about how do you deal with when the lies come about your process and what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing your job. Talk about that.
I think that I've grown immune to what I call her smoke and mirrors. So she's perfect when it comes to smoke and mirrors. She had this way of illustrating her own picture. Oh. She puts her own pictures together. She puts the characters in there. She makes it colorful. And sometimes she's so good at it that I question whether or not she's telling the truth. And I know she's not telling the truth. And I'm like, geez, that was good.
Yeah.
So what she does is she does a lot of leaving things out, like in regards to the bills. Because our main issue, and I think that the hardest part for us is the bills, when it comes to the bills and overseeing the finances.
We have not received financial statements showing where we are as a village since September. We have a jumbotron right here that we use for everything else. If we have, show us on the jumbotron so us and the rest of America.
Trustee Norwood, bro. Look, man. Off the record. That Trustee Norwood, Trustee Belcher combo, bro. I'm just putting it out there. Secondly, I'm with her. Bitch, we always watching everything you want to watch on that screen. Can we watch something we want to watch? Damn.
As a village since September. We have a jumbotron right here that we use for everything else. If we have, show us on the jumbotron so us and the rest of America can see where you all sent the trustees the financial statements, the credit card statements. We have not received credit card statements since last year around this time. At one point, when Trustee Belcher asked for them, the director, Tanjanique, stated, we cut the credit card off. Trustee Belcher said, okay, can you just show us where we cut the credit card off? We still haven't received any proof showing that we cut the credit card statements off. Here's the jumbotron, show it to us. Where you
Here's the jumbotron, show it to us. You ain't got the old Jerry Dome screen. Show it to us, bitch. Now. Check her, Trustee Norwood. Going for this foolishness? Now. Bitch. Continue barring her out.
Sent it to the trustees, showing us proof where we cut off the credit card statements.
But I continue to tell residents all the time, because you have residents that are like, we don't want to be in the limelight all the time, right? They say, we don't want you guys to argue. We want you all to get along, and we want you all to shed a more positive light on the village.
Anybody saying that has no serious idea of the situation at all. There ain't no being friends. That shit dead.
And that's our goal, stepping in. But it's hard when you have someone that'll look you dead in your face and just lie. She will look you in your face and say something completely opposite of the truth.
Yeah.
Tiffany, what's your name?
My name is Jeff.
We'll say, hey, because everyone knows that we haven't received, by this time, everyone who's been paying attention is familiar with the fact that they've been hiding the finances. Since September, we haven't received the financial reports. So we don't know, we used to be provided with the numbers.
Yeah.
They'll tell you where we stand financially, in terms of the village, the deficit. And once we started shedding light on that, because at first we would constantly say at the meeting, hey, you know, we're in debt, we're in a deficit. Yeah. Let's watch our spending, or let's prioritize our spending. Make sure that you're more transparent in terms of the spending, so we're aware, so that we can kind of assist with these financial issues that we're having, right? Maybe we need to make better decisions as a village. And something about that frustrates her, because she feels as if it's her way or the highway, or no way.
No way.
So instead of her compromising, she's like, hey, if I say that this is, we need this, we need these items, we need these items. So just vote on it, don't ask any questions, and hey, you know, and if you don't, I'm just gonna tell the residents that you don't want them to have the services. So you cannot vote on it if you want to, but I'm going to tell them that you're the reason why they don't have a light on the block, or why their tree isn't cut. And we're like, no, we need to explain to them that you not prioritizing the spending is what's ultimately causing an issue with our lack of services, because everyone knows that you only have so much money to spend. And anytime you're spending more than you're making, that's when you end up in a deficit.
We talking seventh grader economics.
The hardest part is explaining to the residents why we aren't approving these certain items, or why we are having a problem with them doing so much spending.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, what's the main issue?
And it's coming out when they threaten to repossess the cars. They're saying that they're running out of money, you know. And then I remember when the first budget came. Now, when she got in, you realize I was on the board during COVID. What our finance people did during COVID was reduce the spending. They had furlough days because they didn't know how the money's gonna come in from what happened with COVID. So when she got in a little bit after COVID, she inherited a surplus and money. And so I was a department head for 4 years, and I used to have to present my budget to the trustees. So you would say to the trustees, I want A, B, C, and D. They would look at the budget and say, okay, you want this, you're gonna get A. You can't get B and C because we ain't got the money.
Okay.
But when she got in, there was a surplus of money. We got a new fire truck, new police officers, new firefighters, new public works equipment, paving the parking lot in public works. This is stuff that we voted for.
We voted for it.
We said, she's the new mayor, we're gonna start off new, the money's here, let's give it to her. Let's vote for this stuff to get it done. And we gave her 95% when she won our first budget. She made a big stink out of the 5% we said, let's hold off on this. And so it's like you're right, it's 100%, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get. What did she tell you that one time when you said, there's no compromise, you don't compromise on nothing?
So, and this is when I realized, because when things got tricky, whereas I realized that as a board, we were gonna have to make some decisions in regards to who's right and who's wrong, and who's making the right decisions and who's making the wrong decisions. Because ultimately, she was saying, hey, you know, I'm doing everything right. And then we had our finance people who are familiar with finances, like Trustee House and Trustee Belcher. And
snitches. The snitches. We told you $3,000 for fireworks and you spent $30. The answer's no.
They're saying, hey, wait, something isn't right with all of the spending.
Cooper's Hawk. Answer's no.
If we continue to spend like this, we'll end up in a deficit. And I like to listen to people who have backgrounds or who are familiar. I mean, they're finance people, so I trust their decisions. So I looked over what they were saying, and I looked over what the mayor was saying, and I realized she wanted to increase the first year's budget. I want to say it was like $1.5 million to $2 million. And I said to her, I said, well, hey, I said, Mayor, how about you, because at the time, she said we want to pass this budget, and the other trustees were like, of course we're not increasing a budget by $2 million the first year. Why so much, right? And I was like, well, you know what, guys? You all are just not approaching her the right way. You know, I was like, you just need me to go in and talk to her a nice way, and that's it. And boy, was I in for a surprise. When I met with her, everything was fine until we got to the budget. So I said to her, I said, well, hey, Mayor, you, at this time, you want we'll just say $1.5 million for the sake of facts. I said, you want to raise the budget by $1.5 million. I said, how about we meet halfway? So instead of $1.5 million, you want to go an entire $1.5 million. We were more comfortable with what we've been spending the prior years, which was about $22 million. And I said, well, I'm new, but my common sense tells me that normally when you're dealing with budgets, you go based on your prior spending.
Good night, Awake. What up, Peace Baby?
Right, that's even how we go about it in our household. So I said, well, let's meet halfway. Instead of $1.5 million, let's meet in the middle. And she said, well, you know, I don't think you understand how this goes. So I said, well, there's no way you compromise? She said, no. She said, you don't understand that mayors, the governors, the presidents, they all make the rules and everybody else just follows. So I looked and I said, well, Mayor, before...
What? What?
She said, you don't understand that mayors, the governors, the presidents, they all make the rules and everybody else just follows.
If that's the case, how come presidents have so much trouble getting the Supreme Court justices, getting new laws passed, getting a fucking budget? She thought she was just gonna come in there and bully the fuck out of y'all, bro. She wild.
So I looked and I said, well, Mayor, before we start acting a fool in public, are you sure there's no way you can compromise? She looked me in my face like I'm looking at you, and she said, no. And things have been interesting since then.
And don't you feel stupid, Tiffany? You thought you was just gonna punk them, and they was like, well, fuck you then, bitch. And you ain't gotten shit. And now you've ruined your credibility. You're done. They tried to help you. You was like, no, I'm your fucking master, bitch. Don't think because you thicker than me that you gonna be running shit.
Since then, how do you feel about the last few meetings she just had the department heads talking to y'all very disrespectfully? They have to attack you all as well. And it's so bad they're not even good lies because they're telling her lies. So they all have to come at you. What is your thoughts on that? Because it's hard to watch when I see the department heads talking to y'all crazy.
Bro, I can't stand hearing. I'm like, y'all niggas is pawns. I will slap the shit out of y'all. That's what I would tell them. Nigga, I'm an elected official. You shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
One time you had to check the housing director. Like, no, I'm not with that right now.
Our job is legislation, because I know someone asked about our job. Could you let me finish more? Because I'm right now is not the time. Let me finish.
You want to jump in front of that train? Go ahead, my nigga. Hop right in front of that one.
I'm not with that right now.
Our job is legislation, because I know someone asked about our job. Could you let me finish more? Because I'm right now is not the time. Let me finish. So
we'll talk about
shut that shit up.
About that thought process, how you feel when that happens.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating mainly because it's like a house divided already, right? We have a situation where we're trying to do the best for the residents. And
Karis, I was sitting there looking like, I was like, what the fuck gonna happen if some shit jump off? I was like, that bitch ain't gonna do shit if anything jump off.
At all times, I want the residents to know that whatever decisions we're making for them. And you already have the leader who is completely belligerent and disrespectful and rude. So now, on top of you having to be prepared with trying to make sure you address her as professionally as possible, now you have these employees of hers that don't quite understand that they're the employees for all of us, that they work for all of us on the board. So that's the tricky part. You do have them being disrespectful. You do have them chiming in where they don't belong. And
all the time.
And now you feel like, okay, instead of having to make sure that you express yourself the best way in regards to her, now you have to worry about someone else who has no real dog in this fight in regards to the checks and balances process, which is why I'm here, right? Checks and balances. So instead of her making it about checks and balances and saying, hey, this is their job, this is what the trustees are here to do, she's made them feel as if we want to destroy them in some type of way, or we have an issue with them, when our issue is not with any of the staff or any of the employees. Our issue is really just the way that they're going about things and their lack of transparency.
Yeah. I think one of a good example of her line, like she went on the Roland Martin show with the foundation. That was terrible. And then she explained that our meetings are illegal, but all you need 3 trustees to have a legal meeting. And she refused. The ordinance says that there's 2 meetings a month. She cancels the second meeting of the month, the third Monday, and then she won't let the trustees in the meeting into the boardroom or to the village hall to even have a meeting. And then she says everything we're doing is illegal. That's a good example of the level of lies that she does. Bro. Could you explain, and maybe I'll help you with this, is the warrantless process. And I like to explain it as, if I was a husband and I go out here and spend all the money and I bring home, my wife is the one that manages all the money. She makes sure I have this and this and that. I come home, I don't spend $20,000 I didn't budget for, and I say, look at this new car I got you. Pay for it. And your wife is gonna be like, ho. That's exactly what she does. She spends the money, says, look, oh, we got these vendors, they cut all these trees, pay for it. And look, like you said, she'll go to the residents, look at all the stuff that I'm doing, and they saying no to that stuff. Yeah. But she never ran it through the right process. She didn't do nothing the right way. So if I was a husband, and I did tell my wife who managed my finances of a house, and I go ahead and spend money, then
she gonna cheat on you.
your wife will be like, well, you should have ran that for me before you bought this stuff. Because I'd have told you we don't have this, and that. So you need to stay within this realm. Talk about that process of the warrant list, what the warrant list is, and how she just violates that process all the time.
So we're supposed to have RFPs, which are bids for services.
Request for proposals.
Request for proposals. Thank you. Request for proposals, and it's for services tendered to the village. So they're supposed to. We have 2 meetings, and it's designed that way because the first meeting is the meeting that you're supposed to use for voting. That's your voting meeting. And the second meeting is the meeting where you have discussion. So anything that's coming up for a vote, that's the time where the mayor and the administration should say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. These are the services that we need as a village. This is how much we have in the budget. This is how much we want to spend. And these are the contractors who are interested. And they come in front of the board and the residents, right? Because ultimately it's not just for us to know, it's for the residents. We're doing work in the village, they live here, they should be able to know who's doing work around their home, right? It's only fair. So she's supposed to bring the contractors in front of us, and they're supposed to have a bidding process. That way we know that we're getting the best bang for our buck financially, so we know that we're not being overcharged. And it's no different than what we would do if we're hiring services for anything on our house, right?
Right. You want to make sure you're getting good quality without paying the most, you paying the least amount possible. Right. I got you.
You would typically get a few quotes. Yeah. And that's just to make sure that you're not overpaying for a service. But instead of her having the bidding process, she goes out and finds contractors. One contractor said that she found him on the street while he was cutting a tree for someone in the village. So she stopped him in the street and said, hey, I have some work for you to do. Never brought it before the board, never.
And I get you, Tiffany. That is a good idea. I get the idea of, hey, I just found somebody local in the neighborhood, blah, 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 this, that. I get that, right? But there's several things that can go wrong with that, which is why just because you saw him doing it doesn't mean he was good at what he was doing. That's why you need, oh my, never mind. She's so fucking dumb.
Explained to us how much the services were going to cost us, never explained if the money was budgeted for. And that's where we have a problem, because ultimately we're like, hey, if you have the second meeting, we have a discussion, you've already done the RFPs, everyone knows. We know as trustees, the residents know who's competing for the bid, how much we're paying for the services, and whether or not we have the money, because it's just responsible. Yeah. But instead of her bringing it before the board, she'll assign the work to all of these different vendors, totally unbeknownst to us. Yeah. And then we're getting calls from a vendor after a while of them not receiving payment. They only call us because they're not receiving payment and no one from the village is answering their calls, and they're calling for payment. And then they say, hey, trustees, you know, I'm trying to receive my money that the village owes me. How can you help? And that's a lot of times how we are informed about the people that we owe for services.
Yeah. That's insane.
As we wrap this, bring it to a close, there's some serious allegations that
Tactical nuke incoming!
came out about the Vegas trip. After she spent all that money in Vegas, took all them people in Vegas. You did an interview with NBC5 about the report that you read about the allegations that happened. Do you have anything to say about that?
I just like to say, from a woman, during Women's Month, right? It was I was extremely sad by the events that took place, or the alleged events that took place. It was sad. It was sad to watch. It was sad to hear. And it just puts me in a place where, as a woman on the board, it brings me back to the saying that I always tell other trustees, and that's no one is coming to save us, right? So I always tell the trustees that, and at one point years ago, we had hope in terms of, someone's gonna come and stop this. Someone's gonna come and intervene, and someone is gonna make this administration be transparent, make this administration do the right thing, stop us from being retaliated against, stop us from not being able to speak. We're being silenced. They were muting us. But again, I feel like we're 3 years in and no one's coming to save us, and things are just actually getting worse.
Yeah. And I think it's important.
We coming. We coming. We coming.
To point out that while she's saying publicly they have the receipts, she's in court fighting right now. Her lawyers are arguing that they legally do not have to turn over the paperwork to the trustees, which is, that's the level of lies that she'll say publicly one thing, behind the scenes doing something completely different.
And we recently, and when I say recently, this morning, won a court case that.
Damn, my bad, Jason. You caught me off guard talking about court cases and shit, nigga. Players fuck up.
Something completely different.
And we recently, and when I say recently, this morning, won a court case that indicated, one, that the clerk key was wrongfully removed from the bank account and should be reinstated to the bank account. Part 2 of the case indicated that the financial information that we are not being given, the board is entitled to it.
As we close, anything else you want to say?
I just want the residents of Dalton to know that we hear them. We hear their concerns for the residents who don't have lights. I want them to know that we're shedding light to the fact that they're taking first-class flights and they have no lights.
That was her boy that she dropped. What was it? They're not paying for lights, but they're taking first-class flights.
Yeah, they're taking first-class flights, but residents need lights.
Yeah. And all these allegations are coming back that somebody was sexually abused. All that stuff is terrible. And trustee, did y'all know anything about that?
No. But again, everything is a secret for us. And that's the big fight. We're fighting for transparency. We're saying, hey, we have a job to do. And whether people want to accept it or not, we're here to do what the residents elected us to do. And as of now, I have about 11 months left. So I'm going to continue to spend the next 11 months doing what the 22,000 people, residents, elected me to do. So whether or not they feel as if, because they have this thing where she say, well, I run a day-to-day operation. You run the day-to-day operation, but just with any other legislative branch, this is the legislative branch. So we create the ordinances. We oversee the finances. So there's still only so much that the administration is supposed to do. And instead of them allowing us to do our job, they're they're preventing us from doing our job by holding on to this information.
And then saying you're not doing your job.
Yes, and I tell them all the time, I say, well, put the information, at this point, take me out the equation, right? Because I feel like as if the residents feel that this is a fight between the administration and the trustees, when it's not. This is a fight about right and wrong, right? Because we have to ultimately fight for the residents because we're their voices. So we just want them to understand that at the end of the day, we're going to continue to show up no matter how many times we're locked out, no matter even if our mailboxes are outside, even though we're muted, even though we're disrespected, every single meeting, we're going to stay prayed up. I believe as a village, we're stronger together, and we'll get through this. We'll get through this.
All right. Well, thank you
Have
so
the
much,
faith that help us
Trustee
come.
Norwood. Again, this is former Trustee Edward Steve. We're going to continue to do these interviews. I want to give a special shout out to all the YouTubers who are creating content off our page, the Anton Daniels, the Hannibal is Hungry. And then one of my favorites is O'Shea Dew Jackson. O'Shea Dew Jackson. Back at it again. It's entertaining, but he did a good write-up. He did a good video on me. He captured my mindset and what I've been doing. And I never talked to him. So it was a good video, and I really appreciate him for that. And thank you so much, Trustee Norwood, the youngest trustee. How old are you now?
35.
35 years old. And we're going to continue to subscribe to our Dolton Trustee YouTube page and our Facebook page. Peace.
And I thank you for giving us great content, for staying on top of us, and making sure that we provide the people with the facts.
Shout out to Ed, Steve.
All right. Peace.
Shout out to Ed, Steve. Brother man. And you need to shout out your Dalton YouTubers. Those should be the first niggas you be shouting out, bro. For the record. Shout them Dalton YouTubers out. Trustee Norwood, you got some faith. It is darkest before when? I'm not the only one that know that, right? It's darkest before when? Okay then, Trustee Norwood. It's coming. Help is coming. Help is coming out. And Diddy don't own Revolt anymore. So now I want to see what the Breakfast Club had to say today now that he ain't they boss. So wait, y'all didn't say nothing about this nigga today. Diddy's just a one-day story. Hey man, the Breakfast Club is done. Zero credibility. None. You can't make this shit up, bro. Now niggas don't know shit about. Now these niggas don't know Diddy. Wait, what? Hold on. Let's check this report about Diddy right quick. Since he on that demon time. Diddy, you on that demon time? That demon time.
First. First, though, I want to bring in Ollie Coleman. He is the deputy editor of Page 6 at the New York Post. He is out front on this story as well. So big question, where's Diddy? Ollie, where is Diddy tonight?
You seem to know about as much as we do, actually, at the moment. As you say, he seems to be, you know, in touch with his lawyers. But aside from that, yeah, he's either in I suspect he's somewhere on the East Coast. But yeah, they're keeping his whereabouts pretty close to their chest.
So what I always love about the internet and hate about it at the same time, and if you're a privacy, you know, guru, you're not going to like this. We can track people's planes. There's a kid who's got a website that tracks celebrities' planes. He's been sued by all of them. What's the story on Diddy's plane?
So as much as you can track those things, you can also, if you go to some trouble and black yourself out of them. So on this occasion, his plane sort of disappeared, been gone private, as it were. So that's not much of a clue right now.
So how do you go private? Like, can the owner of the plane, because I know that, you know, lots of celebrities have tried to keep their, you know, their flight path private, and it doesn't always work. But can you, if you're the owner of the plane, can you do something about that? Can you get off FlightAware?
Yeah, I mean, my pilot usually takes care of that for me, so I don't know. It's not something I handle on my own. But no, I think it's it's something. Clearly, you cannot do it over a prolonged period of time, or as you say, everybody would do it all the time. But yeah, in instances like this, it's possible to be.
What the fuck are they talking about? And what are these zesty ass pictures? This bitch is like, she's just awkwardly Karen-y.
Be removed from it.
But the word is that the owner
Zesty.
made the request to be removed from FlightAware. I find that super fascinating. I got to ask you also about this tweet from 50 Cent today. I follow 50 Cent. I usually see stuff about liquor and
Did she say 50 Cent? What is that nigga's name again, bitch?
From FlightAware. I find that super fascinating. I got to ask
Look
you
at
also
that zesty ass picture.
This tweet from 50 Cent today. I follow 50 Cent. I usually
Oh my Lord. Told you she's awkwardly Karen-y.
see stuff about liquor and women and all the rest, but today it was very, very specific. And it speaks to what, like, the voices that have not come out in support of Diddy. Quite the opposite. This is what 50 Cent tweeted. Now
Stop
it's not
saying that.
Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. What else are we seeing about people in the entertainment industry, the hip-hop industry, you know, people who came to his defense many times before? Is that happening now?
What are you talking about? You just said you followed 50 Cent. This nigga has been the biggest Diddy disser for the last decade. Nobody has talked more shit about this nigga than 50. What do you mean this nigga's turned against him? What is this whole talking about? 50 been roasting this nigga Diddy for umpteen years now, nigga.
About people in the entertainment industry, the hip-hop industry, you know, people who came to his defense many times before. Is that happening now?
When the fuck did 50 come to this nigga's defense? You a motherfucking lie. You just made that up.
Yeah, I mean, 50 Cent's a slightly unusual case. I mean, he and Diddy have a long history, on and off friendship, rivalry.
It ain't never been on. What are you, nigga? All I know about their relationship is Diddy try to take this nigga shopping and 50 ain't fucked with him since. That's all I've ever known on record. This on and off again shit, that sound like they was fucking. Don't no grown men be on again and off again unless they fucking. Y'all niggas is gay. Diddy, are you gay? Look at you, nigga. Diddy, are you gay?
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
And I actually broke a story right after the lawsuit started coming out in November, saying that 50 Cent he has a pretty major production company, and he was producing a documentary on this subject. But yeah, I mean, I think that you know, we've seen with so many powerful people, you know,
they on again, off again, but Diddy or 50 Cent is producing a documentary on the shit. Y'all, what the fuck are y'all niggas even talking about? Y'all niggas just making shit up, bro.
Once the cracks start to show, at some point, a lot of people want to make sure that they're kind of on the right side of the story, right? So, you know, for a long time, the sensible thing to do would be to support Diddy. He's a powerful man. He has a lot of people's careers riding on his say-so, you know, and then at some point, the sensible thing is to say, oh, well, you know, of course, I always, you know, had my doubts about him. And we saw that with, you know, think about Meryl Streep with Harvey Weinstein, right? You know, one minute he's God, and the next minute he's like, oh, well, I'd always heard. And, you know,
there comes a time,
I always had my suspicions.
There comes a time when lots of people pull the lever and they jump ship before they or their brands go down with that ship. I'm not saying that's happening here, but Ollie Coleman, thank you for taking the time tonight to jump in on this breaking news. I really appreciate it. I'm going to call you again. Thank you for watching.
All right, let's check and see what Diddy's statement was. Let's check that shit.
Sean Diddy Combs breaks his silence after federal agents raid his homes. After authorities conducted a raid of two of the rapper's multi-million-dollar mansions on March 25th, the star reacts in a statement to E! News. An attorney for Diddy says, quote, yesterday there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. It continues clarifying, Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have.
What do you think they talked to Puffy about? What did they want to talk to Sean Combs about? I bet I know. Because they didn't take him into custody. So what did they want to talk to him about? His lawyer confirmed they talked to him. What did they want to talk to him about? I bet I know. Because they had one thing to say to that nigga. Hey, nigga, let us get them passcodes. Here go the warrant, nigga. Let us get them passcodes, bitch. Now. All of them. That's all the conversation was about. That's all they talked to that nigga about.
Been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. The statement says this unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced, coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. E! News has reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for a response to Diddy's allegations and has not yet heard back. It comes as federal authorities from Homeland Security executed search warrants ordered by the Southern District of New York at Sean's home in Los Angeles, as well as at a Miami property belonging to the music mogul. A source familiar with the investigation tells NBC News the inspection of the properties may be connected to a federal investigation related to allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms after 3 lawsuits were filed against a 54-year-old back in November. Since the investigation started, 3 women and a man have been interviewed in Manhattan about the accusations, and 3 more interviews have been scheduled according to the source. Diddy denied the accusations last year, with a spokesperson telling E! News the claims involving alleged misconduct against Mr. Combs from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute are all completely denied and rejected by him. He recognizes this as a money grab. The federal inquiry into Diddy's home
What? How's this a money grab?
also arrives 4 months after the Bad Boy Records founder reached a settlement with his ex-girlfriend Cassie over her lawsuit accusing him of rape and abuse. Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura, said in a November 17 statement to NBC News, in part, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control." Diddy, who denied all the Me and You singers' allegations, also released a statement following the settlement, saying the former couple, who split in 2018,
Bitch, you tell anybody what I did to you, I'll kill you.
had decided to resolve this matter amicably.
Diddy, I want to believe your statement, bro. I want to believe your statement, right? But here's the problem. It's the exact same statement you give every fucking time you get caught up. That's where it all goes left for me. First of all, how can you call it excessive use of force when I didn't see anybody get fucked up, beat up, hit with a gun, tased, pepper sprayed? They didn't have y'all all laid out in the driveway so everybody could see y'all face down with handcuffs. They could have did a lot worse than what they did. Trust me, that was not excessive. They didn't even break shit. Did they break them glass doors to get in and shit? No. That motherfucker getting ready to come out the door with 2 bags of shit. This is the end, nigga. Tomorrow, I think we're going to watch Suge Knight. Suge Knight dropped a new podcast. I wonder what he's talking about on that. I think he said something along the lines of justice for Tupac today, which, nigga, look, bro. Of all the shit that Diddy got going on right now, I gotta be honest, bro. Tupac at the bottom of the fucking list, nigga. Finding out whether or not Diddy had something to do with Pac is nobody's concern with this shit. Homeland Security was not in there looking like it's one thing if they accidentally like they found some shit just like, oh shit, we was going through a shit and we saw this. But them niggas are in no way looking for evidence about Pac, nigga. And I would like to think that if Diddy kept some type of keepsake involving Pac, I would like to think that it's not in the country, because it ain't like Diddy's just he rich but he don't have enough. No, Diddy got money to have shit all over the globe. That's the thing. I don't think Diddy was, because they hit him at the same time too. Nah. Here's the thing. I don't think Meek Mill snitched. And here's why. He got people that are more powerful than Diddy that will kill him for that. They be like, oh, so he told on Diddy? Well, we gotta off that nigga just cuz. We don't know what he'll say about us, whether true or not. So Meek Mill can't even take that chance. He tell on Diddy, they gonna kill him. Even though they don't give a fuck what happened to Diddy. It wouldn't be like they're killing for Diddy. Nah, it'd be for themselves. I just find it funny that really what they crying about is they expected Diddy to get VIP treatment from fucking Homeland Security. They like tossed our stuff around and nigga, they could have did much worse. He act like they threw a flash, but they ain't throw no flashbangs in the house, nothing. Deploying flashbang. They tore this nigga house up. Well, let's see what Aubrey O'Day had to say. Aubrey O'Day, you another one. If this shit go to court, I expect you to go to court. I sure do.
I could really give some tea on that.
Aubrey O'Day speaking out after Diddy's shocking house raid. The former Danity Kane member writing on Instagram, "What you sow, you shall reap," over video of Homeland Security raiding the embattled music mogul's LA and Miami homes Monday.
I'm outside Diddy's $40 million Holmby Hills pad. It's quiet now, but yesterday, media, SWAT vehicles, dozens of armed officials and investigators descended on the property, seizing boxes of evidence.
It's all part of an investigation for alleged sex trafficking. And now Aubrey's praying it paves the way for, quote, all of us victims to finally speak out on what we've endured.
Law enforcement had enough to get the search warrant. They maybe even have enough to get an indictment. And if so, I expect Diddy to be arrested in a matter of days and no more than weeks.
Aubrey quoting Diddy himself in the aftermath, highlighting,
why was he looking at them like that?
Indictment. And if so, I expect Diddy to be...
Bro, they be catching this nigga looking full predator. Not predator, predator.
Arrested in a matter of days and no more than weeks.
Aubrey quoting Diddy himself in the aftermath.
Look at this nigga. Predator. Yeah. Yeah. And fucking that one.
Aftermath, highlighting this making the band moment in her IG story. Old Boy said it first. It gets
dark and lonely.
The MTV series is how they met before she and more members from the girl group signed with Diddy's Bad Boy record label.
So you're okay with your Danity Kane sisters?
Yeah, I'm the only one that talks to everybody.
Aubrey and company talked plenty in November, backing Diddy's ex Cassie in the wake of her lawsuit's sexual abuse allegations. Aubrey telling ET at the time, "I am in full support of Cassie."
Bro, why does she just look weird to me, bro? She look really weird to me.
It isn't easy to take on one of the most powerful people in the industry. ET's reached out to Diddy's reps for comment.
More money, more problems.
Diddy and Cassie quickly settled their lawsuit last year, but it's worth noting sex trafficking was among her allegations. Meanwhile, it's unclear where the rapper is as all of
she look hella fake, like
this unfolds. He was reportedly scheduled to leave for a trip to the Bahamas.
If under indictment, a judge will issue an arrest warrant, which means that he can be arrested whether it's here in the United States or in the Caribbean.
Meanwhile, Diddy's rival, 50 Cent, who's producing a documentary on Diddy's sexual assault allegations, is also giving his take on the raids. Writing in a now deleted Instagram post, "They don't come like that unless they got a case."
What the fuck is that? What in the demonic fuck is that?
Alongside images of the heavily armed officers carrying out the bi-coastal operations.
They don't execute these types of search warrants until they I've talked to witnesses, I've gathered evidence, and they believe they have an ironclad case. Not only that, they have to get a federal judge to sign off on the search warrant. So I believe the case against Diddy is very strong. Ultimately, I think Diddy is going to be indicted by a grand jury. Diddy can be looking at a 10 or even 15-year mandatory minimum sentence.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
For even one count of sex trafficking.
Bro, when he had that all orange party in federal penitentiary, nigga, oh man. It's gonna be blood, ass, and guts everywhere, nigga. Who trying to go to that all orange party that nigga gonna have? You ain't fucking with that all orange? Y'all niggas are bougie. Them niggas gonna be, all them niggas gonna be there with their ass out. Nah, Diddy said he was fucking me first. Diddy and about to start that motherfucking bodybuilding rap group. The Love Air BBC group. Right, Karis, allegedly. Allegedly getting head from Christopher Williams. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. Shut your bitch ass up and get over here and suck this dick. Allegedly. Don't wake me. Allegedly. Allegedly, that's how Puffy did that nigga, man. When I first heard that shit, I said, damn, Puff. Do y'all think that there's at least one dead body involved and it does not have to be Tupac? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Not like somebody died and they really didn't, but like for real, there's at least one body. Puffy, tell the truth. How did you get some head from Christopher Williams, bro?
Just asked him how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
Already. Yeah, Diddy got at least, they got at least one body, bro. And this is going to sound fucked up, and it ain't because I'm trying to go for some shock value. I'm serious. I wouldn't doubt if it's some girl that like just fucking OD'd or some shit with them that everybody thinks is just missing, and they done fucking got rid of her. Like, just that scenario in itself. remember, somebody came out and showed us, in that one case, they even showed photos of when Diddy and them shot a motherfucker and the police covered it up for him. Oh, the drug mule, he's snitching. Oh, for sure. In his case, it's easy to get off. Ain't nobody gonna care. If all that nigga was doing was supplying the shit, ain't nobody gonna care unless they find out that there was some people that died from some of the shit. And the fucked up part with a lot of the people around Diddy, if they know that he's actually killed somebody, some shit like that, like, I'll just put it to you this way. It just doesn't seem like it's easy to quit a job for Diddy. It's just like, once he starts fucking with you, that's what it is. Like I said, I pointed out earlier how, like, bro, all these years this nigga been in hip-hop and shit, and then after Mace was around him, he didn't have, like, really nobody around him like that anymore. But he never lose contact with Usher. I mean, Justin Bieber looked all just fucking destroyed because of him. When you think about how innocent Justin Bieber really was to what that nigga's like now, Justin Bieber looked like a motherfucker that's trying to run away from all the pain. Like, whether you like Justin Bieber or not is irrelevant. You gotta admit, that nigga looked innocent as fuck in the beginning. And then now, that nigga look like he's done 15 years in federal prison. He looked like a former skinhead. Diddy did that shit to that nigga. I mean, look at Usher, ambiguous as fuck. And Usher like, I'd never have my motherfucking kids around. Look at this thug ass nigga. Look at this thug ass nigga. Diddy done turned this nigga out. Bieber on Demon Time.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
Man, you don't ever want to be that famous. You don't ever want to be no Justin Bieber famous, nigga. So what about Diddy's drug mule? Let's check on Diddy's drug mule right quick.
Amazon delivered, a woman visited, a private guard guarded. A more typical day at Sean Diddy Combs' Star Island properties. Done for the moment, the federal agents who served one of 2 search warrants here, part of a criminal investigation by the Southern District of New York. Agents took electronics, including a silver MacBook Air. The raid simultaneously at his homes on Star Island and in L.A., as Combs himself was preparing to fly out of Opa-locka Airport, but not on his private plane, which had already departed for Antigua. It was at Opa-locka that one of his entourage, Brendan Paul, was arrested for having cocaine in his bags.
He telling. Yup, he snitching. Remember we talked about him in the lawsuit, the newest one? Look at this nigga, this fresh faced fucker. He's snitching.
Paul is also named as a...
These are the pictures we saw. This is bad. Yeah, Diddy might, if he make it out of this week, he ain't making it out of next week.
Drug mule and payer of sex workers in this scathing, explicit 73-page lawsuit against...
We read every page.
Combs, his son, and a roster of associates by music producer Rodney Jones. Last month in it, Jones unspooled allegations with photos of sex abuse,
oh no.
trafficking, drugs, violence, threats, a quote enterprise, establishing one of the locations for it as Combs' Star Island address. Based on timing, this civil lawsuit and at least 5 others last year where women claimed they were sex trafficked, one as a minor, may be what federal prosecutors used for Monday's search warrants in this criminal investigation.
Diddy, bro. This is all bad for you, nigga. I just don't see how he could come back from this one. I don't. They did all the feds will be embarrassed. You know that for them to show all this that they've showed already, if Diddy walks away from this, they will get thoroughly embarrassed. Big business Paul and got locked up, nigga. He telling. Yeah, he should have just left like Russell Simmons. And Russell probably told him to, too. But Diddy definitely seems like one of those defiant type. I mean, his star was over. It ain't like he's still pumping out hits. It ain't like he's part of Ciroc. Sean John been dead. You know, he really even have no reason to really even be staying over here, bro. Outside of ego. His ego, he should have left like a decade ago. But like within the last 5 years for sure, he's been holding on, and people still give him that, or they were giving him that respect, like this quote unquote legend or whatever. But as far as Puffy being relative, he was, bro, people know who he is, but like, you ain't checking for nothing Diddy's doing. You not checking for no Diddy album. You ain't even checking for no Diddy artists, no Diddy beats, nothing. So with all of that, for you to just be sitting around, that's your ego. Because Russell Simmons realized, I'm not the same. I'm not as popular as I was. I'm gone. It's either that or go to prison. Russell Simmons sitting overseas like, stupid nigga. Told your dumb ass. He probably sitting on the phone, Russell Simmons. Man, they ain't got shit on me. Russell like, look, nigga. Nigga, well, the thing with Kimura, bro, is if he ever bring his black ass back, she will be the number one motherfucker on the stand. And Diddy got to be careful, because when you start getting into shit like this, it be lots of motherfuckers that you just don't even assume gonna tell on you, like housekeepers and shit. Or shit, or the housekeepers were in the house during certain shit, but you swore they didn't see certain shit. But there ain't nothing. He letting Bad Boy go means what? He squeezed all the blood out of that turnip already. He squeezed all the juice out of that. Outside of a couple Biggie songs, like I played y'all a couple songs that had him tonight. Y'all had no, like a couple people knew one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this is an ego thing. It ain't like with Kevin Spacey. You know, Kevin Spacey was on top of his game when that shit started hitting. That's the other thing with Diddy where it's like, I think that's part of the reason why people went at, it's two things. One reason why they went, or three. One reason they went at him is because he felt weak. He's not as relative and as popular as he used to be. Two, he's not bringing in as much money as he could. And then three, he had already was pissing the elites off. He was trying to sue them niggas about the Ciroc shit and then end up losing Ciroc altogether. Sean John is some shit you can get at Burlington now. Where Diddy, and then that's the thing with Diddy. He don't have no lasting power. And I mean, that making the band shit would have been good if he'd have did right by it. He ran making the band like how I would have felt Tiffany Henyard would have ran it. And it's like how I said with her earlier. It's like, had you ran making the band in a way that produced some good artists, even if they stayed with Bad Boy or not, that would be cool. But then it'd be like, you felt like they weren't good enough fits for Bad Boy, but then you put them in scenarios where they couldn't even try to go rap nowhere else. Even though all they did was try out with you, and their tryout, if they won, basically they signed to you for life type shit. It was like he was using that platform just to fucking torture people that thought they had a talent that they could use getting in this industry and shit. Just evil. Good morning, Betty. What up, kid? And don't worry, he getting ready to sit the fuck down. He getting ready to sit down for a second. I mean, this is the most quiet Diddy has been ever. This is bro, when have you ever heard of Diddy's name in the news this much and him not saying nothing? Again, I knew the elites took they fucking arms from around him when Cassie rolled up and had representation when she ain't got no fucking money. And she had representation so good that got Diddy to settle within 24 hours. Then case after case after case after case after case. And the next thing you know, bam, they there. Good night, Clee. I'm out of here after this blunt myself. I'm still a fan. Enes went crazy. Man, the band as a whole, bro. You talking about what could have been, and he ruined them. He made them basically fighting with each other. But that's why it's like, if Diddy leaves Bad Boy right now, who gives a shit? It don't mean nothing. It ain't like it's some... What artists are sitting around like, man, I might be losing my job because of Diddy. Damn near every artist he fuck with is rooting for this shit. They just hoping that, like, they can get their publishing from the government when they seize this shit. Like, that's what I didn't really like. The band, I watched, when I watched that season, because it ended up being 2 seasons, it was hard for me to watch. Because I like them, and I like their styles and shit, but it was hard for me to watch because it was like, it's like watching somebody like, let's say Shaquille O'Neal start a show tomorrow where he's trying to find the next nigga and he gonna help them get an unsigned contract in the NBA, a 2-way contract or whatever in the NBA, whoever wins this shit. And they're going through all of these fucking challenges and none of them have anything to do with basketball. That's what made this shit so weird about. It was just so much about the band that just had nothing to do with the music. And I'm like, that's all I want to see. All I want to see is these niggas make music. And then this nigga's putting him, he swear that he's training them to be great, but he's putting them in a whole bunch of scenarios he ain't never been in. Good night, Boston. The cheesecake was the coup de grace. It was so much just stupid, disrespectful shit. Bro. Before Black Rob died, Black Rob begged Diddy to fucking help. Woe is a song you can still play in the club right now and that motherfucker go crazy. And he begged Diddy for help. Did Diddy go help? Nope. Let the nigga die. He don't care. All this shit catch up. Well, here's the fucked up part about karma, Diddy. If you've done enough bad, you are eligible to go down for something you didn't do. So even if there is a chance, you've done enough bad on record to where I'm not saying that it would be right, but I could see how it happened. Just that simple for me. You sitting around pissing on, what's her name? What's the girl he be peeing on? Why is her name escaping me right now? Not Cassie. The city girl chick. Carisha. Thank you. No, yeah, Young Miami. Both of them. Are they same bitch? I don't know, nigga. One of them hoes. Is Young Miami. What's Young Miami's name? For real. Carisha and Young Miami the same person, right? Or am I bugging? I keep up with the music. It's hard for me to keep up with all the antics. And then now there's no music, so I really don't keep up with music much anymore. There's no music anymore. It's not, bro. They don't report. Nobody's music can like break the internet anymore. Only thing that can break the internet is if you known for music and then you do involved in something. Thank you, Karis. Like, even if a song get big enough, it ain't gonna matter. It's only gonna matter if a nigga get locked up or some shit like that. Either way, Diddy, time to pay what you owe. Mayor Henyard, your time is on the way. Your time is on the way. Which one of y'all is scratching at the door, man? Asshole. If they gonna lock up Diddy, come on. Because, I mean, they got that nigga drug mule. Do you at least think it's a chance he keep it solid? Like, it's a chance, right? Like, he's definitely not going to keep it solid. How you gonna stop? I'm at work. You need to chill out. Either way, I guess I'll park here for the evening. Tiffany, I got some nice stuff in store for you. Dr. Cloud will be here this weekend. That shall be fun. Shut up. Be quiet. You're doing the most. Say goodnight to your boy. I don't think he kept it. Whether or not he killed Biggie or Pac, he could, like, even if he had nothing to do with either of them getting killed, definitely with Biggie, you don't let him go out to Cali. Even in the best case scenario, you don't let him go out to Cali. Big, Kendra, Janice, Karis, Janine, yo. This stream was brought to you ad-free by those bitch-ass niggas over in Dalton, allegedly. Let me read you my Bible verse that came for today on my way out. Good night, Kiki, Laura. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up out of here, bruh. Matthew 26:24. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he not been born. Coincidence. Coincidence. God is great. You demonetized my channel and I did nothing to you? Hey, there's things you got to deal with. Things that are a little bit out of my hand. But then again, I'm probably lying. Good night, GOAT.
What's wrong with Angela?
Wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. Bitch, stop it.
What's wrong with Angela?
Motherfucker. Good night, GOAT. I love y'all to death. God is great. Peace.
I remember I told everybody when I first became supervisor here that the previous administration and some of them sitting in the crowd was stealing. Did they want to write that story? No, they did not. Because white is right. Y'all wanted to keep that on hush, but nobody would say nothing. But I did. But nobody in the media would say anything. And I hope you're recording this, Lance Journal, and put it in your paper. Because I'm still telling that story.
Chiefs.
So now that I created a Tiffany on the Move podcast to tell my story, since don't nobody want to pick it up, and I'm being attacked by the media left or right, I am telling y'all my story. And truth will be heard on the podcast because no one wants the truth to come out of what they did before me. But while I took office, when I took office, we done a great job. We have got allocated over $15 million, but nobody wrote about that, right? Nobody else went and got that more money than me in the board here. We got $1 million to help the at-risk youth. We put them all back to work. We also gave out 80 scholarships up to $2,500. People have graduated and got jobs and will be working here at the township when they get out of school. But no one's telling you all the good things we do. Everybody want to make it like we're bad when they were bad. They were the one that had it before me and did nothing with it. Why was the number so low? Why wasn't they feeding people in the food pantry, but they were spending the money out of the food pantry, but wasn't feeding the people, right? But these all the facts and things that I'm gonna put out there just to lay the groundwork so people can know what to look for. Do not follow people because they so negative, because misery need company.
That
That's
nigga
what they
sleepy
need.
than a
So
bitch.
don't hang with people that ain't actually growing a community. Go talk to people that want to uplift the black and brown communities, the ones that's neglected.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve Lavoie. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
God is so great, bro.
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight?
Congrats, Karis.
You want satisfaction?
I'm glad I made it as well.
But only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken. And I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 What I can be for you.
White man, are you gonna be able to stay awake?
Barely. Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken. And I just want you to see my name is Jeff. What I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just
Appreciate it, Laura. Karis, this is my shit.
Just ask I got out the limo, grabbed the hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
Crushed it. God is great. I love y'all so much, man. Taco Tuesday was amazing. Easter is this Sunday, not Monday. I meant to say that. Y'all lied. Easter's Sunday. Whoever said it was Monday, F. Good night, Robert. You just made it.